Hello
And welcome
to BB on Blast,
CBB 2025.
the final.
Woo! And we're half an hour just about before the final now, and we're waiting to see what happens.
Now, how do we sound? Because we're on new mics. I'm Gaz,
I'm Lindsay.
and these are our new voices.
Do we sound sexy?
Thank you to everyone that's listened, because your ad revenue has meant we could invest in the podcast, because we are a non-profit podcast apparently.
Yes.
Because all we do is spend money on it. But it's enabled us to buy these new microphones.
Hopefully, it's not making me sound very loud and Gaz sounding very quiet,
Well,
as
we
we are
can't promise.
in real life. But we'll see. Hopefully, it will even us out.
What?
I'm just
checking it's the right
never
way
mind.
around.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm paranoid. I was just checking it had the green light on. Green light.
Does it have a green light?
Red light.
I can't see a
Yeah,
green light.
there's
Oh
one
yeah,
here,
so
yeah.
does yours. Yeah. Oh.
Paranoid. Oh no, I just touched
Also,
it.
we've just used them to do a TikTok where we not rated, but we said why the housemate should and shouldn't win, and we went through all of them. So
Yeah,
go
but
check
by
out
the
that.
time you listen to this, that will be very, very irrelevant.
No, it's still great content. Go and look at it. It's evergreen. That. Are you excited for the final, or are you just a bit meh?
No, I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel though, because I don't know. I haven't got someone who I clearly want to win.
This is how I feel.
So it's hard to know
It's like-
how to feel at each given eviction.
Yeah, it's not high stakes necessarily.
No.
Because these are all great housemates that we'd love to win, right?
But I think that's a good thing. Yeah.
Are
No,
they?
well,
Are they, though?
almost.
Mostly.
I think it's a good thing because it means there's no one I hate.
No.
As such.
Can we actually do a little cheers
Yeah,
to the
of course we
finale?
can.
Hopefully that'll come
Cheers.
out on the new mics.
Yeah,
Cheers.
thanks for listening. Yeah, in a way it's good because it's like, well, we sort of like everyone.
There's like not really a bad outcome, is there? It's
well,
not like
for me there is like Chris winning would be a
no,
bad
but come
outcome
on,
for
it's
me.
not like Jim Davis.
Oh, well, quite, yeah.
Who was trending in the week, wasn't he?
Oh, was he? Well, hopefully he died.
Well, that's what everyone thought, and it was like I looked at the trend and I was like, oh, I'm sorry to see the news that Jim Davison's still alive.
So stupid.
It's because he was something about a video of Keir Starmer like kissing some male minister or something.
don't-
It's obviously AI.
Don't mention Keir Starmer to me right now.
It's a bit-
My blood pressure
I know,
can't take
trust
it.
me.
Let's keep this cheerful for now. So yeah, how are you feeling about everyone? Have you got a winner? Who have you voted for?
Full disclosure, I've not voted yet, and I don't know if I need to wait and see like the first part of reality, but
Be
of the
careful
show.
because sometimes they close
God,
You need
that
to be
happened to me, I
careful.
think, didn't it, last series? I'm like in this weird place of like I kind of, on the one hand, I feel like Jojo has probably been one of the most entertaining, and I feel like I've got two potential winners: Jojo on one hand, Danny on the other. My problems are that Danny, I just think has been trying a little bit too hard, and I feel like Danny obviously
agree.
knows Big Brother really well.
Yeah.
And I could almost, especially the night that he got drunk, I could see some very conscious like positioning of conversations. Like he was sat, it wasn't really in the show, but he was sat at the kitchen counters with Chesnney looking at the memory wall going like,
right, yeah.
how could I be here with all of these people?
Oh, right. God.
And I believe that he feels
Yeah.
that, but it just felt a little contrived.
Yes.
And then Jojo, I think that I'm more invested in her journey in the house. Like,
yeah, but aren't you being tricked there as well?
but then I'm like, this is the thing. I think I believe Jojo more so, but the thing with Jojo and Danny, this whole tension between them,
Yeah.
that's where my question mark comes from, because Jojo nominating Danny,
Yeah.
I mean, first off in normal norms, but then this whole golden egg situation, it's clear that they don't really get on that well,
Yeah.
or they don't gel as Jojo might have
It's like,
expected.
yeah.
Yet Jojo went up to Danny and was like, thanks to being around you.
Yeah,
Now I think
I've
I'm
learned-
queer
yeah,
and I'm maybe not a lesbian. Well, if Danny's that impactful, why are you nominating him
You
then?
know why. You know why.
So is it real, or is it
Is it
a
the
constructed journey?
the only gay in the village type thing? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, do you think so? I'm not sure about that.
Be. I bet. Look, both Danny and Jojo want to win, and there's nothing.
Do you think
wrong
Jojo
with
wants it?
that.
Because I don't
yeah.
know if she is thinking about it.
Oh, come on, this whole journey thing, non-binary, now I'm queer, please. Come on.
But I want to back that because I want to believe that.
I want to back it. I want to back both of them. I want to back Danny because Danny's been the most entertaining in the
I
house.
think Danny's been the most entertaining.
100%. Definitely the funniest, most entertaining.
Interesting.
The tasks. I mean, come on. He's the star. Danny's the star of the show, and that's just a fact.
The Danny show, as Donna
Yeah,
said.
yeah. But, that's interesting, wasn't it? She said that. Donna's stock plummeted this week.
Oh, hell.
Big
hard,
time.
yeah.
It's not that deep.
Hell yeah.
Oof. And
Who is Donna?
yeah,
What's
we
the
don't
real
know.
Donna?
We don't know.
Who does Donna? I know maybe she lives by herself, but like I don't know anything about Donna's life.
My friend, very quickly. My friend Dawn, she won't mind me reading this out. She sent me this text on Instagram. Hold on. Shit. Sorry, just feel for 1 second. Why does it not let me scroll up? Oh, here it is.
Go on. I'm struggling with Donna because I feel like I've not got to know a thing about her life. That's the thing. I think she's been quite funny, but the whole Angelica tensions this week didn't work for me.
Sit right.
You had an opportunity to hash it out in a task, yet you still went to the diary room and bitched about it. It's obviously bothered you.
Yeah. So
but
it is
why
that
are you
deep.
why are you holding it in? Yeah. Sorry.
My friend Dawn said it's very short. I feel like I hate Donna a bit. She's like a psycho, blank. And then I followed this up with, and the singing in capital letters. I know what she means though. It's just like, yeah, what you said. Who is Donna? It's like,
who is she?
She's trying to keep it all, like, I want to know about you. We're on Big Brother, but then do we know about any of these people really? Have we heard their backstories, their traumas they've been through, or have the family members said, oh no, you can't show that? Well, fuck that. That's not Big Brother.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. That pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly can't get to know people like we could back in the day, and that's maybe because we don't really get like 3 hours of live feed a day or whatever. It's not, and it's mostly when they're in bed, so we don't get to see them having those conversations about their lives so much anymore. And Big Brother's not got the incentive to show them for some reason.
I'm worried about drinking that prosecco now because it's near my mic and it might be annoying people.
What?
See, we didn't
hear you swallow?
Yeah,
it'll be fine. I did a drink test on my tech test. It was fine.
Look, some people like hearing me swallow, all right? Gaz's not even bothering to laugh at that. What about Chesnney? He's not had much of a journey, has he? He's literally done nothing, has he?
Is there a joke we can make there with the band Journey and Chesnney? Because are they the same era? What is the band Journey? That was a band, isn't it?
I remember Journey South of the X Factor. No, there is a band Journey. Isn't it Don't Stop Believing? Yeah. Oh, there's the title there. Chesnney wins. Too. I think we're all right.
What about Chesnney? Chesney's been kind of...
He's just been there, hasn't he?
I was going to say that. Yeah. Literally, he's just been there.
Yeah.
He's not done anything controversial. He's sort of tried to be a little bit edgy, but like he's like
kinky,
he's like your boring uncle, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
But like, what about this? The way he gets on the bed and hugs Jojo and Chris as well. Is that okay?
That was quite sweet, I thought.
That's sweet. Okay.
God.
Can we talk about Jojo and Chris?
Yeah, of course.
Go on.
It took a turn this week, didn't it? Just like Donna. Took a turn.
How do you mean it took a turn?
I felt like I saw clarity at last.
Interesting.
That Chris was smothering Jojo a bit, and I don't think Jojo was that into it. And I feel like she tried to back off a bit.
Right.
But I think it was too late. And then I think, well, by the end of the week after the letter, see you in 48 hours. I mean, come on.
It's just too little, too late. I think that's the other Jojo.
All this I love you stuff.
You were saying that he was love bombing last night on the live feed.
He was. Don't you think he's a love bomber?
To all of them, no? To Jack and to Chesnney too, right? Didn't we say to Jack, you've got a little percentage of my heart, in my love now? I
think that he's a notorious love bomber from what I've heard on his other shows as well. So I think that's just his personality.
I think it's just his personality.
But if you're Jojo and you don't know that, you might think this guy actually loves you.
Well, I think they have found a little bit of love for each other in the house.
What type of love are we talking about?
Well, this is the question. And I think like it's okay for it to not be clear necessarily, because it might not be clear for those two as well. So I, in the week, drew this conclusion that actually they're probably just like, they just have a really pure friendship. But it's the physicality of it all which makes it cross the line, so when I tweeted that, somebody was like, oh yeah, but what if you were the girlfriend or the partner watching at home? And of course, it would be uncomfortable to watch your partner get in a single bed and spoon with someone.
What about the lick my shorts thing?
Oh, that was fine. I don't know why people are going, oh, he's forcing a girl to like lick chocolate off the shorts.
She could say no.
Mates, and that's the proximity they've created for themselves.
You saying that to me. Do you know what I mean? It just would never happen.
Well, no, it wouldn't happen with us, but we're not them, so...
No, but
I think
actually mates. There's something else going on there.
I do believe they've fallen in love a little bit.
Yeah.
In the context of Big Brother, and that can happen, and it's happened before, and Big Brother is Big Brother destroys relationships, unfortunately. It's been
does.
happening since Big Brother 2, Helen and Big G.
This is where it goes back to like people not being able to read Jojo and Chris's mind, which I said before. People saying, "Oh no, Jojo's gay," blah 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 blah. It made me laugh now because now on Danny's podcast, now that they're pissed off with Jojo for nominating Danny, they're like, "Oh yeah, Jojo and Chris's behaviour is inappropriate." It's like, hold on, last week you were saying it was fine. It's just like, you can't just rewrite the facts as you see them, depending on your biases. No. Like, the truth is, no one knows what is going on with Chris and Jojo.
No.
But, put it this way, if Jojo splits it with her girlfriend, or the girlfriend's already, partner, I should say, sorry, has already split up with Jojo by the end of the weekend, and she goes to a hotel with Chris, I wouldn't be shocked in the slightest.
No.
Would you?
I see. Okay, I've been thinking about this, and I was watching them last night, and I am invested in Chris and Jojo for sure because I like both of them, and I know that you feel differently to me about Chris. I don't think Chris is creepy. I don't think their age difference is anything to be concerned about.
I'm not anyone to talk about an age difference.
And yes, Jojo is comparatively young, but she's also very mature, and we all say how emotionally mature she is. So we can't be on the one hand going, Jojo's so mature.
Exactly,
and oh, but she's so young, Chris is taking advantage of her. There's two parties in this.
Yeah.
But there are times when I've seen Chris, like when they were in the hot tub together, he pulled her head in to kiss her on the head, and she pulled away, and he pulled her back.
I've seen a few things like that.
And there's been a couple of times when she's been sort of resistant, and he's
crossing boundaries.
Yeah, however, cut to last night's live feed when they were in bed together, she was in her bed, and she was like patting the bed as if like to say, come here, you get into my bed. And he was refusing.
Really?
And she was like, well, as it's the last night, she got into his bed. And then they laid there and spooned for a while. Then she jumped out of bed, and I was like, did you just get a poke in the back?
Really?
I wasn't. This is pure speculation, but the way she like rolled,
I should have stayed
she, like,
up.
army rolled out of the bed.
Really? Did she?
And I thought,
ooh.
I mean, when you've been in that house for 3 weeks
and
you're spooning someone, you probably would get a boner.
Yeah, of course.
But
see, and this is interesting because they were told, because Coulson said this on his podcast, they don't show anything from the final like day, I guess, but maybe they think last night as well. So that might make you do something you wouldn't necessarily.
Tell that to Marcello. We know that you do. You get to see that
true.
shit.
That's true, yeah. But they might have felt a bit more, free. Plus, after the letter, I think Jojo was just like, fuck this.
The letter.
That was so interesting. I think
Kath is keen to see you when you get out.
In my office, isn't it? That letter was harsh. The mum shouldn't have let that fly.
Well, it was interesting it was from the mum and not the partner.
Because on Danny's podcast, they were saying like 4 of them got to contribute to the letter. So it wasn't like the partner didn't have a chance to contribute. That's
telling, isn't it?
Yeah, and no, I love you either. It's kind of cruel, but at the same time, if you've watched someone all over your girlfriend for the past 3 weeks, maybe you're pissed off.
Yeah, I think that's normal and expected, actually.
It's tricky.
So what I was going to say was, I feel like it is possible to love without sexual attraction. So there could be that on Jojo's part, right? They are things you can separate.
Yes, of course. I think it's not just a friendship.
Were you trying to swallow without being audible on the mic? I wondered what was going on there. I thought you were having a seizure.
I'm worried about the mic. It's more than friendship, in my opinion, but it's not romantic, in my opinion. It's something in between.
Yeah, it's also undefinable right now.
Jojo is 21 years old.
Yeah.
So you can't, even her saying about being queer now instead of lesbian, you don't know yourself when you're 21. No one knows themselves when they're 21.
You better know yourself,
look at the shit you were doing at 21. Look at the shit I was doing at 21. So to judge her for it...
Well, I was discovering myself in a big way at that time.
Exactly. And look at her mum, the way did you see her on Late and Live?
Jesselyn,
which
is not
controlling fucking bitch going on about like the tour tickets. I just thought, you fucking mercenary bitch. That's all she cares about.
Was she trying to sell Jojo's tour tickets? Is she touring in the UK?
The bottom line is all that woman cares about. Jojo, I can see why Jojo wants to escape.
Yeah.
Like, she's got the freedom for the first time away from the machine.
And you can see why you would fall into something with someone in the context of having that freedom.
And last night on the live feed, they were saying, I don't want to go. I don't want to leave here.
That conversation was really cute. And then Chris was like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
And then but they were saying like, she goes, I don't think we would have survived it without each other or something. And then
Jack came.
Oh, he really ruined it.
Jack
Because Chris
like,
was going
no,
like...
I want to go.
Chris was like, oh, you were sad.
Yeah.
And it was almost coming around to the point of like the letter and how Jojo's feeling, and Jack just really fucked the whole thing.
He didn't know what he was walking
It was cute
into.
when they were sat against all together and Chris was I thought it was cute the way Chris was telling everyone that he loved them, because I do believe that Chris loves them.
It was cute. It was nice. I liked seeing that footage because I just thought it was just going to be birdsong all night long.
Well,
so
a lot of it was.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Oh, I don't know. It's complicated, but I do think Chris and Jojo's relationship is going to fall apart one way or another, because you can't sustain that. It's like a codependent relationship at the moment, and whatever way you look at it, she's going. And they're not.
When he was saying, "Oh, you're going to be flying on a plane," will you look down for me? And she was like, "What did he say? Something about being lonely or something?"
Oh yeah. It's not sustainable, that friendship. It's not like Chris is going to be hanging out with Jojo and her partner, is it? No. It's not. So it is the bubble is gonna burst tonight.
Yeah, I just think like well, I don't know if we'll ever hear. She was told she was giving Chris this time frame of 48 hours to wait, which is she wants to tell him something outside of the house, off camera.
That's interesting.
That doesn't help the situation.
No, not at all. But I think she'd had enough by that point. She was just like, fuck this.
Well, she went to the diary and cried about the letter not saying anything about love.
That is bad. That is really bad. The mum could have been a bit more, because she said that doesn't even sound like my mum.
Yeah, but wasn't she saying that her mum wasn't affectionate like that anyway? I wasn't sure. I didn't quite understand that conversation.
I got that impression.
I just think that people can fall in love regardless of what their sexuality is,
of course,
to be honest.
Of course.
And I think they have got a little bit of love in that house. And the intensity of the environment, it could easily happen. And it is weird. And I think people are being a bit harsh to judge it. And I think people are judging Chris really harshly too.
It's just Big Brother brain. We've seen it a million times before.
We have. Chantal and Preston.
Yeah.
Helen and Paul.
Yeah.
Who else have we got?
Loads of people have cheated on their partners in there, haven't they? Like, really.
Oh, yeah, they are people that were unfaithful in the house.
It'll be interesting.
The thing is, what is unfaithful? They haven't had sex or anything like that.
It's like, it depends what the terms of Jojo's relationship is. We don't know, do we?
No, we don't.
But from the sounds of it, it's not great. But interestingly, Ella was on Lorraine, I think it was.
Right.
She said, I'm certain they're just friends.
Oh, really?
She said, I do not think there's a romantic intent there. And that's Ella, who's got an axe to grind. None of the housemates have really said it.
No, that's true.
They've all said it's like a beautiful friendship. So it's interesting. What about them having a shower together?
The cubicles are separate though. There's a divider in the middle. Yeah.
What about Jack? Fancy him to win tonight?
Jack could win. I think Jack's in with a chance, you know, because that Coronation Street contingent, if they are watching for Jack, like maybe say like an older demographic, they're not going to be on Twitter voting in polls, are they?
No.
To vote for Jack to win, but they will. Oh, can they find their way through that?
Probably not. How would you feel about Jack winning?
Not great.
No.
Not great. No.
I liked the fact when they had the letters from home, he didn't cry. It would have been because it would have just been.
No, I was just
bullshit.
thinking about what Chris said about the letter was really moving.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, my girlfriend can really write.
Yeah.
My fiance is a good writer.
It's not Shakespeare.
Yeah. I'm not saying she's Shakespeare. It was an emotional letter. Yeah.
It was bugging me. People on Twitter going, "Oh, he's not even crying." It's like not every guy
he's not
cries.
Like
that. A lot of people don't cry ever, especially guys.
Fucking hell, Jack is the most blasé character you could possibly have. Has he been like rattled by anything that's happened in the BB house? Not that I've seen.
Someone tweeted the funniest tweet I saw yesterday. The only way he'll cry as she's walking down the aisle is if someone's dangling a tea bag behind her. I thought that is bloody great.
I tell you what though, what I found out this week because someone posted a screenshot from his Wikipedia.
Oh, I know.
That he's got like a secret child that he's estranged from.
I know, love child.
And so I didn't. This is the thing about not knowing anything about these people. Yeah. I'm surprised to learn he's even got kids. Like,
he's got
two
3 kids. I know.
That he actually cares for in his life, and another one that I think he pays for.
Is that a black mark against him? Or should we not take that into account?
Well, we shouldn't really take that into account. It's outside of the game in the house. But I was just surprised to learn that he is like an actual functioning adult with responsibilities, because he's a bit of a man-child, no? Don't you think?
What about, you know what?
Oh, tea, lovely tea.
What about, you know, what we saw in the dead of the night?
Oh, his package?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, has he got a condition?
I thought he had a sock down there. Did
I
you?
think he's got a tumour the size of that, like a swollen bollock or something.
Oh my God.
Come on, Jack P. Shepherd is. We know what the P stands for now.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
it's probably because he is quite slight that it looks even bigger.
Who thought Jack P. Shepherd was a hung twink? No one knew. A balding hung twink. God, there was a really unkind shot of his hairline.
He's had a couple of hair transplants, you know.
He needs a couple more. What I will say about Jack.
I like Jack.
You were right. He needed the time
He was a slow burn.
flourish.
Yeah.
Not even flourish, but basically they needed time in the edit to put him in.
Yeah.
Because we all heard about, Jack's this wind-up merchant.
Yeah,
Danny nominated Jack consistently for that.
Yeah.
We never saw it. But what I have enjoyed, actually, is a bit of Chris and Jack's friendship that's developed in the house. Their dynamic has been quite fun to watch.
The bromance. What about the people who left this week, or should we save that? Or should we talk?
Well,
We've got time.
they were the people I wanted out, those three.
Yeah. Well, I was quite happy with it, to be honest.
Who was the other person that was at risk? Danny.
And Chris. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted sweep those women out of the house.
Right,
That's what I wanted.
Get those women out.
Yeah.
It's just annoying Bianca and Patsy in there just moaning about going home. Just
How
shut
weird
up.
is Patsy Palmer?
Yeah, in the
most
interviews.
Fucking
Unhinged. Don't
unhinged.
fucking mention Mickey Rourke to her. Jesus. She'll give you a death stare.
I was telling you,
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke, she's got some thing against him. She's
Big time.
I think she's bringing a lawsuit against someone.
The only way we're going to find out about this shit is if Danny spills the beans on his podcast, but I don't know if he will.
Contracts, do you think?
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think Jack will either because he's on that ITV shit as well.
Danny's the best hope because Danny's not necessarily on the ITV payroll. But imagine if Danny wins this.
Yeah.
This could pave the way for like hosting a
Yeah.
ITV show, maybe like a game show, chat show.
Trisha was on this morning today
Yeah, was she?
talking about Danny, and she said, "Oh, this would be good for his career," like acting like basically he's got no career at the moment.
And that's what she thinks.
Yeah,
she thinks he's like a casual drag queen that works down the local
then
pub.
she said, "Oh, yeah, no, he won't be going back to drag after this." She said,
come off
She
it.
said, "I think he's done with that now."
Oh,
That's
no,
what she said.
how clueless.
That's what she said.
That's so offensive.
Honestly,
It's actually offensive.
Me and Jack were laughing. We're like, I don't think she understands what a drag career is.
No, no, she doesn't.
Honestly, that's what she said. She said, "Oh no, he's moved on from that now." That's
Danny
honestly,
Beard
that's
is
honestly what she said.
like a top tier drag queen, a drag performer, and not just drag, but can sing.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, it's a shame that Danny's not had the opportunity to show that they can really sing
Really?
in the house.
I didn't know that because I've heard Donna singing, but I haven't heard Danny singing.
No, they've had a little bit of sort of jokey singing,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, I paid for a ticket to listen to Danny sing
Yeah.
for a night, and he's got a whole band and a singer.
Trisha's just like, nah.
She's so clueless.
It's bad, isn't it?
But I think that's probably because she's
Just
out
the
of the
wrong
picture.
era, isn't she?
and she's in America, isn't she? So
It's a different
she doesn't know
thing,
the impact
maybe.
of.
Yeah.
Well, she's not part of the community which are going to drag shows, for
No.
instance. But they do say that the drag race people are gamers rather than famous.
Oh, right,
Because
okay, yeah.
the audience is mostly
Yeah.
gay men, of course.
Well, it's true, I wouldn't-
And my gran was watching it.
I
my
mean,
nan.
I wouldn't know most of them, would I?
No.
So, yeah, so I just thought that was funny. I just thought, oh, Trisha, for fuck's sake.
Well, she was surprised that Danny was making money to sort of live on drag, wasn't
Yeah,
she, in the house?
it's just funny.
Who else have we got to talk about? Donna? Have we talked about Donna?
Donna.
We were talking about her, but I think we got sidetracked.
We were just saying she's a psycho. That's what my friend said. Yeah, she just her stock dropped. She just showed a lack of empathy towards Angelica when Angelica was trying to speak to her, and it just wasn't a good look.
I don't think we saw the full extent of how people felt about Angelica, because
No.
Patsy was weird with Angelica. And
Angelica was off, slightly off. Something wasn't right.
Also, what I find odd is that this, and it may not be true, but this news story broke that after their eviction that Patsy and Angelica were having a row.
Oh,
Do you
really?
know this?
No.
Yeah, apparently they like, went for drinks afterwards with like AJ and Will and the production, and they were like yelling at each other at 2 in the morning.
Oh, that sounds good.
But there's a picture of them, and it's actually like from inside a studio building.
Oh,
So I don't know if it's all false.
they're probably just taking the piss.
But on Late and Live, they've been making out like they're best buddies, saying they have like a like a, oh, I don't suppose you're supposed to say this. You know, a kiss where you rub your noses.
Oh,
We used
right,
to call it a offensive term kiss.
Yeah, you could say Inuit, I think now.
Can you say Inuit kiss? But anyway,
I don't know.
They were doing that on Late Live, and I just thought, I'm convinced you two hate each other.
Interesting.
And I need to know about Brown Sugar Gate.
Oh,
There's more to that than we got to know about.
Yeah. Interesting. Who
Have
was
we
the other
covered all
person
the
who went?
finalists?
Patsy, Angelica.
Ella.
Oh, Ella. Yeah.
Ella got booed. That was a bit unfair, wasn't it?
She looked good.
Oh, the hair, all the curled hair.
Yeah, I liked it. Ella came out all right, to be honest. She wasn't. She just got a bad edit, I think. She was quite nice about Chris afterwards, was she? Sort of.
Can't remember really.
Have we talked about the fun? Chesnney, Jack, Donna, Jojo, Chris,
Danny.
Yeah. I don't know who to vote for. I voted for.
You said you voted.
Do you
All
know
of your
what?
votes?
I've split my vote.
No, you idiot.
I've done it again.
What you've done is put a fifth of a vote on someone, basically.
No, because I didn't split it that way. I did 3 on Jojo, 1 on Jack, and 1 on Danny.
Oh, that's nasty work.
I know, but I just don't want Chesney or Chris or Donna to beat Jojo. So I should have just put all 5 on Jojo. I fucked up. But Jack's putting 5 on Jojo, and my mum's putting 5 on Jojo.
So I should put 5 on Danny.
No.
My tactic was I want Danny to get to the end.
Danny will get there. Danny will be a top 3. We've had this conversation before, and we've been so wrong.
I think top 3 is going to be Jack, Jojo, and Danny. Do you?
I
think
don't
Donna's
know.
going to creep in there?
Could be Donna, could be Chris.
Donna, surely. Oh,
Chesney's out first.
You were asking what's Donna famous for.
Yeah.
You watched Scared of the Dark.
I saw her on that.
That's all I'd ever seen that on.
Yeah, she was nice on that.
Did you see my tweet about what I'd found out about a show she was on previously?
No.
A BDSM themed,
She's into BDSM.
gladiator-esque celebrity game show.
Really?
Hosted by AJ Adudu on ITV2 from, I think, 2021. She played this, like, dominatrix that was, like, the games master for this thing called the Torture Dome or something.
Was this a dream you had?
It should be. A wet dream, probably.
Who else was on this?
Chris Hughes was a contestant.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they already know. They know each other.
Yes, and somebody said to me on Twitter they had a conversation, if you remember.
Oh.
I don't think it was in the show or maybe on the live stream, but Chris was like talking about Donna's hair. Like, you had all of this red hair. She goes, yeah, that was a wig. This was part of the character that she was playing.
I thought you were talking about something else then. This area.
No, but then maybe she actually is into the pegging and the sex clubs, and that's why she was cast to be this, or it's just purely a character. I don't know.
Yeah,
but it's the weirdest concept.
Yeah,
and it ran for 2 series, but it had
we never hear about
never heard of it in my life.
What the hell?
And the first game that I watched on it, they had to wrestle this man called Jesus in a pool of lube.
What did you win at the end of all this?
I have no idea. The money for charity.
Oh, for charity? Which charity?
Should have been sexual health charity, but I don't know if it was. I think maybe the players had their own charities they were playing for, and it's got a catchphrase which is "Don't be shit," which I think is a take on "Don't fuck it up," which comes off Drag Race.
Right. Well, she's not exactly
it's a bizarre concept.
Top actor stroke actress, then, is she?
No, but
she's
she
on
is.
That crap.
She is that crap. She is also in a Netflix series called Sandman, so she does do some proper acting.
Oh right, okay.
I'm surprised you didn't hear about that because the Metro made a whole article about my tweet.
Did they?
It said people are discovering that Donna was on a BDSM themed game show.
How did
people
I miss
was
this?
me.
How did
Literally
I miss
only
this?
me. It's just a slow news day. Some poor junior journalist going through the hashtag being like, what can I make a story out of?
Oh, that's good. That's good gossip. Yeah. But what else?
You're clock watching.
Yeah, we've got 10. Do you want to wrap up or should we?
We're not going to have time to go into the week, are we?
No,
so we've got notes to go through the week.
We've talked about the week quite a bit, but we can fill in some gaps. The tasks we haven't talked about. They were quite good.
Ah, there were some great tasks this week.
Ones. We'll talk about the tasks.
Wait,
after.
have we talked about the cat task?
Well, yeah, because the cat task was the finale.
Last time
the eviction.
Last time
we haven't talked about the family task, which was fucking great.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Because everyone committed to their roles so much. But also,
Danny deserved to win just for that alone, really.
I think Donna was really good.
Donna was good, yeah.
The Nan having a fall was, and Nana's had a fall, and she's like, when Danny was like, "You have a few more of those, you end up in a care home." When Donna was like, "I don't know what you see in him." No,
Yeah.
seeing her.
Yeah.
I don't know what you see in her, my love. It was just so perfect what a grandma
funny.
says.
Yeah, it was
That
funny.
was so good. But I also feel like, what was actually the point of that task?
Yeah, I don't
They just
know.
had to act for a day. And
Yeah.
funnily enough, Jack P. Shepherd was like the worst actor out of them all. He's just laughing the whole time.
Yeah, that was great. That was really fun. But I feel like the end of the week sort of has been a bit boring. But I suppose it's part of the course, really, isn't it? The delivery task was good, but letters from home and all that, I mean, I couldn't give two shits.
We know that Letters from Home is not that entertaining.
No.
However,
Donna was good. Donna was entertaining. As the,
the
delivery
thing,
driver, yeah, she was good.
but for me, letters and messages from home are only good when they have fallout, which is like what
Yeah.
happened with Hannah last series, and also what happened with Jojo. It's like,
Yeah.
it did actually drive some story. So even though I don't like listening and watching them cry and
Yeah.
hearing the emotional music they put on it,
Yeah.
it did have a consequence. So
Or if someone gets evicted at the end.
yeah, and I think they've been
You think
expecting
Danny was
that.
waiting for that bit, was he?
Yeah, and Jack's been talking about
Yeah.
a potential backdoor eviction for days.
Haven't you been quite impressed with Jack's knowledge of Big Brother? He knows all the ins and outs.
He does, but it's because Coulson's briefed him, is it not?
No, it's not. It's because he watches Big Brother. He's like an actual Big Brother fan.
You need to tell me, what are you saying that Coulson's been talking about hair and makeup coming
Yeah,
on the last day?
the final day, they all get glam. That's why you don't see them
In
final
isolation,
day.
or do they just come into the bedroom and get everyone done together?
I don't know. He didn't say. Why are
I
you so
don't agree
angry
with
about
that.
it?
It's outside contact. You should keep it in the bubble until the last minute, and you expect them to go out looking bedraggled.
I was talking to my ex James about Big Brother. He
Is he
said
watching?
he said about Trisha having her own bedroom outside contact because he thought she was getting treatment for cancer in there, which I don't think she was.
Well, how is she? If she's got treatment every 3 weeks and she's still in the UK on the reign, how is she getting by?
Yeah, I don't know. It just made me laugh about outside contact about someone having cancer. It's just so stupid. Oh God. Oh, Big Brother.
Go on.
It just makes me laugh. Like on the other on Coulson's podcast, like the other guy Ben, who just doesn't watch Big Brother. It's like these Big Brother fans are like absolutely insane. It's like it's fucking true. It's just absolutely nuts to be this into this program. That's just so silly and just after all these years.
But Big Brother is life.
It's just mad. If you, from an outside perspective, it's like,
We must have
what on
unhinged.
earth?
We must look fucking insane.
It is just absolutely batshit.
I was talking about it at work today, and I realised that I was getting really enthusiastic about like how I enjoy watching Jojo and Chris's relationship, and like I think it is love, but we don't know why.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just find people fascinating. And
Yeah.
this person was like, yeah, I get it. Like these social things, it is
Mm-hmm.
interesting to watch. But I was thinking, yeah, you sound a little bit too enthusiastic. But given the chance, of course, I'm going to be passionate about it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
What?
I know you did. Should we stop and have a little breather? Because it's 5 minutes to the eviction.
I've got to get some votes in.
Yeah, we've got to pour some more drink.
Get some wine.
Yeah.
Get the TV sorted out.
Yeah.
So
Get someone out.
I don't feel nervous about this one.
It's because
not
we're open-minded about who will win.
I think I'll start to feel the tension closer to the end.
Yeah, when it's
especially
the
if
final
like
three.
imagine Chesney's still there.
Oh, don't be silly.
But it's certainly not an Ali and Marcello situation,
it's
is it?
certainly not.
Anne Widdecombe and Courtney Act.
No.
You can relax.
Or Katie Hopkins and Katie Price.
Were they both finalists?
Yeah.
I wanted Katie Hopkins
Oh
to win
God,
that.
don't say
Surely
that.
you did too.
Did I fuck?
Katie Price, she was in there for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, but still, she's not
She had that
a
infected boob.
fascist. Yeah, I'll take the infected boob over calling immigrants cockroaches.
Yeah, but has she done that at the time? That was after Big Brother, wasn't it?
was it? I don't know. I can't remember.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, we'll be back with your BB winner.
With them?
Well, no, but we'll know them.
God, that's an exclusive.
Maybe
I didn't know
one
we were
day.
having.
We'll see you soon.
Jojo or Danny to win? Right, it's the first vote out.
It's got to be Chesnney, right?
Eviction. I wonder how long that takes Jojo to do, sticking those gems on her face.
Or someone to do.
No, that's Jojo's work. No one else can do that.
What are they shouting, Danny?
You're not booing Chris still.
Oh, God, Danny, you got a massive cheer.
I don't want Chris to go up first.
Oh, I like Donna's lipstick. Oh.
Jack ain't got no makeup on.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Who's that, Jack?
Don't know.
Spoken.
It's got to be Chesnney. It's just got to be.
Yeah, it should be Chesnney.
It has to be Chesnney.
I feel nervous. Or Donna. I think Donna could go.
No, I think Chesnney will.
Come on, AJ. Chris!
Whoa!
What?
Shit!
No
Chesnney
way.
got more votes than Chris.
No way.
Fucking Chesnney. Wow.
I'm worried they're going to boo him.
Fuck.
Chris,
I can't believe that.
been evicted.
Oh, look at them doing a little fist bump
Shit.
thing.
Can you believe that? This could help Jojo. Wow. What do you think about that?
Short.
Yeah, me too.
I thought,
There's that Love Island vote again. Weren't there frecking Sue either?
no, that's not how they work. That's fandom.
Frecking boo.
Get me off. Good.
It's Danny like lint rollering him on the way out.
Is it?
I'll see you in a minute. Shall I put the shades on or what?
Yes,
No.
yes. Do it.
pulling his
He
trousers
should be
up.
like, he's the kind of guy who would have it open and he's standing backwards.
Yeah.
His back to the crowd. That's the vibe he should be going
Doing the
for.
moonwalk. He's getting cheered.
Oh, thank God. Are they not allowed to boo when they come out, or
I
what?
don't think so.
Oh, someone's booing.
It's like he's
I hear a boo.
shitting a brick. Oh, yeah, my mum just texted, that's a shock.
Oh, it is a shot.
Shall we?
There's a bit of echoing going on. Yeah, we'll be back to react to the next eviction.
What are you doing?
Oh my God, it's now.
Oh, shit. Oh, my
we
God.
didn't get to vote. No, that's fine.
What?
Going straight back into it. We haven't got time.
Oh, my God.
So how are they going to do the interviews?
2 on 2, I guess.
Oh, for God's sake.
At least they didn't come out together.
Janet's Batsy.
Never forget.
And who else?
Mario Falcone. Classic. It was raining as well. Donna looks great.
Who's next? Chesnney now, no?
Gotta
Or Donna.
be.
Maybe Donna.
Chesnney.
God, if it's Jojo, I'm going to regret not voting for it. Although I did put one vote on Jojo because you'd put one vote on Danny, so it balanced it out.
Swapsies.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm not ready for this right now.
Not mentally prepared for this. Don't worry, Danny, ain't you?
Oh, yeah, but you never know now. Shit.
Yes! That's what we wanted.
Fuck. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that final four. I can't believe Chesnney beat Chris. It must have been close.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is voting for Chesnney? Thanks for
The
Miles.
aunties? Yeah.
I mean, his parents couldn't even work the app.
His who's who? Parents.
Someone said your parents can't work the app.
Who said
in the
that?
letter from home, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Look at his clothes. He's so cringe, isn't he? Bless him.
In fairness, he's aged quite well.
Oh God, yeah, he does look good for his age.
And he's got sort of a young energy about him.
Yeah, he does.
Considering.
He does look a bit.
Apart from when he's reading the letter
cringe,
in bed like a granny.
Oh yeah, or reading out the letters. from
Lindsay's
home.
ageist tweets yesterday, but they were funny.
They were good tweets.
It was real stuff that you. You were saying, what was it? When he was holding the letter away, you were saying when you're trying to read the menu and it
That's
dimly
what
lit
I'm not.
up.
I wasn't being ageist. That was my own experience.
Of course, they're doing his song.
They could play it a bit louder. I can hardly hear it. Louder.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the first two, I guess. So where's Chris gone?
In the golf cart. I don't know.
The Chesatron and the Lesatron. That's what Danny called them.
Who?
Chesney and Jojo.
What?
The Chesatron and the Lesatron.
Oh, yeah. Right.
We'll be back at
We'll be
some
back
point with the
again.
others.
It's time to get behind another housemate right
What?
Oh, it's time to vote.
God.
Okay, we're gonna go and vote. Who are you voting for now? Jojo.
Jojo, yeah.
Shall I do Danny? You do Jojo. Who decides? You do. Here we go again.
Oh God.
Getting them out quickly. That interview was too short, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No questions about what
was
happened with Ella and
rushed.
Chesnney. Nothing about Mickey and Chris.
It's rushed.
Chris not happy about what's been shown, I don't think. He was
tough
just saying
shit.
something.
You know, that's Big Brother, baby. Innit?
Thing is, it's a knee-jerk reaction. He doesn't actually know what's been on the show yet, does he?
The crowd are being fucking annoying, honestly.
The viewers have
Right, who did you vote for?
Jojo.
All of them. And I did all on Danny's.
that the housemate finishing in 4th place is
Oh my God.
Donna, surely.
Donna.
Don't be Jojo.
Donna.
Yes,
God,
I thought it was Danny.
She said
My
Dana.
God.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Oh my
AJ.
God. Dana.
Jesus.
Say goodbyes. It's time to leave.
Shit. That was a slip of the tongue.
You have been evicted. Please leave the Big Brother
Fuck.
house.
God, my heart is
That was a
leaping
bit
at my
much.
chest.
Love you, babe. Oh shit, yeah. All this strong. Love you, Z's. Ready to do it better.
What happened there? God, that dress.
Oh God.
I'm not sure about the shirt,
Where's the shirt
tucked into
under
it.
the dress? Yeah, I'm not sure about that either.
I think, yeah.
This
She looked better in what she was wearing last night. For
it's
this.
looking like Ursula because of that dress.
Oh yeah. She looked better last night in the final dinner. Her makeup looks flawless. Absolutely
flawless. Do you think they're going to go back and do another one? And just leave the final two in?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
They must do. They must be going to do that because there's not enough time. What time's it finish? Oh, past. So they're going to get a
1:30.
solo interview.
Oh, that lipstick colour is.
Oh, she's got good boots on.
Yeah, the shirt.
Oh, the shirt looks okay from the front, not so much from the back.
Yeah, it's tucked in a bit funny at the back. Is it another one or not?
Who are you backing now, though?
So Donna gets a solo
Because once
interview.
again,
She don't need a solo interview.
Oh, the vote's
now,
open.
all your previous votes will still count.
It would have been better for Chris to have the solo interview.
Yeah.
So head to the
Interesting.
app and vote for the
Should we-
housemate
Sorry,
you
AJ's a
want
bit loud.
to win. You
And
can
Will,
win
it's the TV.
Should we get it off?
Yeah.
We'll be back.
I thought I wasn't that invested, and
You are.
I thought she said Danny, that was too
That
much.
was
Too much for
That
me.
was a boo boo.
Okay.
I think it's time to go again.
Let's talk to the house.
This is where it could go wrong. Oh, is there nothing wrong now?
I like all three of
Can they
them.
not possibly go wrong?
Big Brother house. You're still
I want
live for
Jojo and Danny
season
final
one.
two though. You don't mind if it's Jackie P, do you?
Oh God.
You want who? Jojo. Oh, what are you saying? Get the white male out. White straight male.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He looks tanned. He's got tanned in that BB
Yeah.
garden.
Oh,
Yes. Oh look,
What?
the sleeve.
What of it?
Is it watermelon?
Viewers have
Oh yeah, in Ukraine. Looks like the
Ukraine and Palestine.
revealed that the house
God.
finishing in
I'm
third
surprised they've
place
allowed that.
is
I think it will be Jack. I do.
Jojo.
No!
Shit! There goes my votes. My mum got it wrong and all.
It's time to leave.
My mum said it would be Danny next.
Both of you two.
Jojo, you have been evicted.
Oh no, my final two. I should have put them all on Jojo. Oh Jack, I've got to fight for Danny hard now.
Yeah.
Will believe something.
I don't know what to do now.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Right, I wanted to tweet, so I'm pausing this one. We'll be back for the.
Wow.
She'll get an interview, then we'll go back to the house,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
So, well, yeah, we'll
see-
be back for the
We'll be
winner.
back.
It's time. It's happening now. Pack it out the way.
I
I was going to eat a sweet. I can't do that now.
It's all happening very fast tonight.
Breakneck speed, isn't it?
God.
Oh, it's because there's half an hour left and there's 2 interviews to get through.
Sorry if Jack wins.
Yeah, Lindsay's voted for Jack. Terrible ally.
Look, I'm an ally to my own people.
Come on, Danny.
I do sort of want Danny to win as well.
It means a lot more to Danny.
I know it does.
Jack's like the Jordan, I can pay my council tax reaction, isn't it?
Jack's like, when can I have a cup of tea?
Why don't I sit next to each
They're
other
not
and hold
allowed.
hands?
They're not allowed to. I do think Danny will win.
Do you? I hope Danny
Yeah.
wins.
I
Come
think
on, Danny.
I think he will.
Come on, Danny. It's
Jack's
the
back.
gossip gaze versus
Yeah,
on the sofa.
yeah, it is. Shit.
Come on, Danny. Lindsay's clammy hands on my leg.
Fuck off.
Come on, Danny, Danny. What's that? No! No!
Oops.
What a mess.
Oh shit, sorry.
Oh, there goes the unbroken run of LGBTQ plus winners. Fuck me. He's done nothing but drink tea. That is so upsetting.
Wow. I told ya.
Oh, Danny.
Sorry.
Robbed. A robbed queen.
Please leave.
It felt too.
Big Brother.
Danny just put hairspray. It felt too
I had a feeling.
scripted for Danny to win. I didn't like it.
Well done. Enjoy the last minute.
Oh look, he's lint rolling Danny before he goes. Get the kettle on. Oh, okay. The fans.
The fans are revolting.
The fans are gonna hate me. Look at Danny.
Yes, the back to the door.
Yes.
Yes, Danny. Work.
Shit.
Are they going to play a RuPaul song as he comes out?
Well done, Danny.
My winner
Sorry.
after Jojo.
I feel bad. Will they do the voting percentages? Maybe I didn't make that much difference. Oh. He did a good job. He was a great housemate. Jack just did that little bit more.
What did he do?
Fuck all.
Congratulations, Danny. You won the winner. Congratulations.
Well done. So after
Look at him.
weeks, Jack is your soon to be brother winner 2025, making Danny your runner-up.
I like Danny's outfit.
You don't want to miss it.
The hair's like a flapper girl.
I thought he might drag up for the finale.
Yeah, I guess.
But Trisha said no.
Ideally,
He's
no,
moved
the
on.
drag's over now. Trisha's decided. I guess Danny would have preferred to have won as Danny. It's
Yes,
the
yeah,
sort of
yeah.
the affirmation that was needed.
Have you paused this now, or are we still just...
We're still on. We're still on the mics.
Should we come off?
Can't believe that.
Sorry,
That's
I do
ruined
feel
the ending
I
for
do
me.
feel slightly bad.
Well, 5 votes. Come on. It's not
yeah,
gonna
it can't make that
difference.
much difference. Will they tell us what the voting percentage
No,
was?
maybe a few months down the line. That's such a duff ending
Sorry.
to the whole thing.
I do feel slightly bad.
Danny needed that, and Jack don't give a shit.
That's why I wanted him to win.
Oh God.
I know. I'm sorry.
Right, we'll be back to talk about the rest of the week and those interviews, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he looks happy.
You are the winner.
He can't believe it.
Celebrity Big Brother 2025. Crazy.
Jack, after 3 weeks, your moment has finally come. So say goodbye
Where's the
to
tea?
the house because it's time to leave.
He should be walking out with a cup of tea.
He
if
should,
he knew
yeah.
if he knew his brand.
Congratulations, Jack.
Surely he does.
You are the winner.
Oh, come on, Jack.
Please leave
Big Brother should have
the
told him to do that.
Celebrity Big Brother house.
Wow.
Wow. Unbothered. Bloody hell.
Oh, he's
little
putting his
little
perfume on.
spritz.
Those boots are massive.
Oversized. It looks like Sonic the Hedgehog character, that oversized feet.
Come on, Jack.
Why is it so silent?
Jackie P. Where's he hiding that package in those skinny jeans?
3, 2.
He's got a tuck.
Woo!
How is he so tan? Does he have a spray tan today?
Yeah, the glamour bin in. Oh, the fireworks. What is this song?
No idea. Some straight man song.
It's not all about sexuality, you know.
That's it. Congratulations, mate. You're the celebrity big brother 2025 winner.
I'm crazy.
I don't know what I'm boss about. I thought he was going to walk out here with a broom.
Should have done.
Well, it's very much time for you to grab a broom and take
A brew? We got vodka prosecco. If he doesn't get a tea advert after this,
He's clamouring for it, isn't he?
We'll see you in a few.
right?
Hello.
God, we've got a lot to get through.
God,
we're
we should.
back.
We sure do. Just checking my mic's on.
Got a green
Check,
light.
check. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Fucking hell. It's now 25 to 12, so
Because
God
we just
fucking
watched,
help us.
sat through all the shouting on Late and Live. Why is everyone shouting?
The camera people getting the wrong, filming the wrong thing at the wrong time. They get
Wrong
back the wrong
awards.
award. It's-
Wrong winner.
Oh,
That's your fault.
2%.
See,
Think about that.
That's about 5 votes.
Do you know what?
What?
Fuck you all. It pisses me
What?
off.
The gays? You
Yeah.
are getting homophobic.
Yeah, no,
This
not
is
just
backlash.
not the gays, the anti-Facebook mum people, because I've realised I am one of them. No, it annoys me. This is what annoys me. I know this isn't what you want to hear right now. We'll move on to the subject. But this people who watch Corrie who never watch Big Brother voting. Well, I watch Corrie and Big Brother.
Yeah, well, you are an exception.
Oh, I'm an exception to the rule. Well, I'm me, and oh shit, I just slapped the mic. This is bad. I'm getting impassioned now. It just annoys me. Like, I feel like everything on Twitter comes down to sexuality. It's like we have to have the LGBT winner.
Yeah, we do.
Why can't we just have a straight winner once
Boo,
in a while?
cis white man,
Back in the
boo.
day, we used to have the old straight winners. All the old misogynistic
Oh,
straight
yeah.
men.
Craig was a straight winner.
At least Jack's.
Think of it. That's not the only one.
At
It
least
started
Jack's
that way.
like a nice person. He's not Marcello. He's not like Jason Borrell or whatever his name was. Do you
What
know
did your
I mean?
friend say about the estranged child?
Oh yeah. Well, we weren't voting on that. We were voting on the dry humour and the tea drinking. I honestly feel, and I think this was where a lot of the votes went. It felt like we were being told to vote for Danny from the minute he went in.
Right.
It was like Danny was the Late and Live person. He was like, their poster boy.
Yeah. Well,
And
did you see them doing the pyramid wall, putting the
Yeah.
pictures yesterday? And I was like, it's obvious they're going to put Danny at the top. They shouldn't have done that at all.
No,
'cause I feel
they
like that
shouldn't.
clouds people's outlook on it.
And like you said, I voted for Danny many, many times throughout
true.
the series.
If you count how many rounds you voted in the final,
Yeah.
you've put like probably 4 times as much on
Yeah.
Danny as you did on Jack,
And
so I can forgive you for that.
I hope you can forgive me, listeners. I really like Danny. I think he's very, very funny. What he was saying on Late and Live was just, he goes, "Oh, I'm only known by like a couple of gays and a few rogue lesbians." And then he said, "Jack ain't got time to do this ITV This Morning competition."
Yeah.
That was just, he's so funny. But something was just making me just not want to vote for him to win at the end. But you were very disappointed, weren't you? Very disappointed in yourself.
In yourself. Disappointed because I wanted Jojo and Danny to be the final 2. But what I saw someone say on Twitter was like the gay vote is probably split between Jojo and Danny, and that
true.
is true because Jojo's got a big gay following, and in fact, that's really the only contingent that knew of her before Big Brother, right? So
And I was voting for Jojo pretty much all the way. I was surprised Jojo
Yeah.
went out when she did.
you only switched to Jack because
The very last
Jojo
vote.
was gone,
Yeah.
right?
I did.
Oh,
feel-
hang on a minute. Did you vote for... As soon as Jojo was gone, you were putting votes on Danny, right? Until the last vote. Yeah.
Was
There
I?
was an opportunity to vote again, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you did. I don't know.
I do have mixed feelings about it, and it would have been nice to see Danny win, but at the same time, I think there is something. I saw someone on Twitter saying something very British about the Jack win. The dry humour and the drinking tea,
Oh,
and
but
just
like Jack D, I suppose.
yeah, just kind of being there for like Just being there, I don't know.
Yeah, just existing through the whole experience.
And not trying to get a career boost out of it, and not because he's got a good career anyway. In fact, if anything, could have jeopardised his career.
You're right. That person's right. We do like that in this country.
We do.
It's like it's going to be either the extravagant gay person that wins, or that very sort of glum person. We like to back it. It's a bit like Bez. It's a bit like Jack D.
Yeah, it's kind of like a meme, isn't it? Like someone who doesn't really want to win, voting them to win, just for the lols.
I mean, Patsy's another example of that. The way gays were getting behind Patsy and pushing her through, and I was like, that's why I thought Danny was at risk, because so many gays on Twitter were being like, "Oh, Patsy doesn't want to be there," but it's funny to keep voting her there.
That Patsy thing was weird. Strange old bird.
Patsy is unhinged.
She is. She was scaring Jojo on Late and Live as well. Then she went, "It's not that deep," but she looked kind of scary as she said it.
Yeah, she's only got like one facial expression, and it's like a scowl.
Yeah, it's like, "I'm going to kill you," which was good when she was playing Bianca, because that was pretty much the face she had to do for the entire time. So we'll talk very briefly through the final, then we'll have a quick scoot back through the days we've missed. Gaz is like, let's talk about them for 3 hours.
I've written down all those nominations from the week.
Oh, God.
We've got face-to-face noms. We've got...
you might have
what task was there? I'm just going to do a solo pod where it's a me monologue in the last week in excruciating
Everyone's
detail.
Moved on. Now, let's move on. Okay, let's talk. Finale outfits. Will, AJ, discuss.
Terrible. Looked like a wedding, didn't it? I didn't like the look.
I like the Grecian sort of AJ's stuff. You don't like that sheeny material, do you?
It was too shiny. It was like glaring on the camera, I thought, a little bit too much. Maybe it would have been better in a different colour.
You were slagging off AJ and Will quite a bit tonight.
I must admit, I watched the clip earlier and it was Emma and Rylan, and I sort of miss the order and the reliability of it all.
Oh, the order.
We need some order in the proceedings.
Order!
Yeah, order! It's a bit haphazard, and I've seen a lot of people saying this. I'm finding listening to the interviews a challenge, because one of them asks a question, the housemate starts to answer, and then they react too quickly and take it off course, and then we never hear the answer.
Yeah,
so what's
what
the
was
point
it?
in doing
Someone was saying something like, "Oh, Jack, about the pirate task."
Yeah.
That day, blah blah blah, and obviously was going to say some shit about Mickey.
Yeah, and
of
the
course
boy's like, "Oh yeah, but everything was fine." Yeah,
exactly.
Like, shut up for a minute.
They do that a lot. They kind of cut it off before it gets interesting.
I like AJ and Will. I like them individually. I think that I've always said this. Big Brother doesn't need two hosts, and I think it's starting to be to the detriment of the show, especially now it's sort of shifting back to an order that we recognise, like with the interview on the main show. They're edging back to how it's meant to be, and the next step is there's one main host. I'm sorry.
Who's going to go? Who goes?
It's a vote.
You can pick from.
Yeah. What is it? Who decides? You do.
You got really pissy about that.
So annoying. I mean, did some junior scriptwriter say that, or did AJ slip up? We'll never know, because AJ knows that's the catchphrase. AJ, who goes, you decide. Or who wins, you decide.
She's reading off the cue card, let's be honest.
Well, then fire that scriptwriter now.
What do you think about these housemates all lined up creepily at the beginning as they...
Oh, everyone was comparing it to what, is it the Wii Sports lineup?
That was
something else as well. I saw another meme.
That was a great tweet. Right, what was happening? Any thoughts on the outfits, or don't really care for the eviction? Jojo looked good, didn't she?
Jojo seemed to have Ukraine and Palestine sleeves,
but
it's almost quite subtle, because her eye makeup is in similar colours, and the eye makeup looks a bit like Pride-ish.
Yeah.
So I felt like it was a subtle political statement.
Yeah. I'm surprised she got away with that, considering Ali's watermelon t-shirt.
Yeah, I like that.
Donna looked good. Her makeup looked nice.
We weren't sure about that shirt.
No, I weren't sure about the shirt. Danny, I like his little, what's it called? Flapper girl look.
Yeah.
His suit was nice. We were wondering if he was going to drag up, but no, we know he's moved away from that now.
Moving on to this morning.
That's what Trisha told us.
God, some push Cat Dealey off that sofa.
Jack was just wearing another Hawaiian shirt as usual. Chesnney wasn't very dressed up. And then who's the other person? Chris. I can't remember what he was wearing.
Just like a white shirt, jeans, quite basic, quite a sort of H&M basics section look, wasn't it?
So they had the final dinner, they had the steak, they had their champagne. They've only been there 19 days, come on.
Feels like 3 years according to
Yeah.
Jojo.
Danny wants to go home, watch it on repeat. Imagine that. You think you might want to go and see your friends or walk your dog or something. No, stick it straight
If I
on.
missed the series of Big Brother, I'd want to get out and watch it as well.
Would you?
Yeah.
Imagine if you were on Big Brother and then I was podcasting it, and then you came out and then I had to watch it with you again and podcast it again. Oh, fuck. Oh my God.
No, what happened in this scene was but like,
Yeah.
the director's commentary.
God.
You better hope I get evicted soon
Jesus.
if I do go in.
That is hellish. Jojo said, the love I've gained for you all in this building. Is it a building? Kind of, I guess. It was
Yeah.
a vital part of my life I didn't know was missing. Oh, that was to Chris. And he said, you've been my person. You make my good days better and I love you. You know, my person. That's a romantic thing. That's not a friendship thing. But I felt differently on Late in Life when they showed them the clips of them cuddling and shit. They were both just laughing. Whereas if it was a bit off, they'd be a bit like, kind of embarrassed. And Jojo must have been told by now, whatever, because they give you the little talk of doom, don't they, afterwards? Because Colson was saying about that on his podcast.
What's
like
that?
when you come off stage, like you see the psychologist for like 60 seconds and they just
Oh,
say,
really?
yeah, and they
God.
just tell you like,
That's a box
Yeah.
ticking exercise, isn't it?
yeah. So Jojo must have had
Come
that.
out of the house.
Yeah.
Seen the psychologist check.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
On you go onto the set.
Yeah.
And you've been dumped.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're live in 10, 9.
Kind of like that though, isn't it? It's that 60 seconds of counselling.
How does that make you feel? Good,
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, great. Get out there. Give them hell.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah. How able are you to do housework?
Yeah. How able are you to deal with the rowdiness of Late in Life right now?
One of the questions on those like mental health forms is always, how able are you to do gardening? It's like, I don't have a garden.
What the fuck? That's a bit of a middle class question. What the fuck? What do you think about that dance that Jojo did and Chris lifted her up in the air? That was quite impressive, wasn't it?
What is that from again? No.
Oh,
It's
I'm not
the,
sure.
"I've
Yeah, it
had
could be.
the time
Oh,
of
yeah.
my life." Whenever you see someone try
Fame?
to
Not
attempt
fame. What's it called?
flash dance, fame, it might be fame.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Whenever you see someone try to
Yeah.
attempt that, they're generally drunk and someone
Oh,
they
God.
go right over they just fly them
Yeah.
over the shoulders or they topple. I've never
Jesus.
seen it done successfully.
No,
I was
I'm
amazed.
surprised Big Brother allowed that. Look at what happened with old Whistlenut and Christmas in the garden on BBUS. That wasn't even that big a deal.
Were they trying to attempt that?
No,
Maybe they were.
They were doing something. No, I think it was just a piggyback.
Oh. Well, even the most innocent things can go wrong.
Yeah.
Let
Okay.
alone the lift.
That was impressive. Anyway, moving on.
You know, Chris is actually packing some muscle, but he's just got a bit chubby, I think.
Yeah, that's the trouble. Once you've got that muscle and you get a bit chubby, that's it. You're doomed. Best just to not bother with the muscle and just get chubby. So anyway, first person out, Chris.
Oh.
We've had all of our reactions to this, so I don't know if it's even worth doing again. But at the interview,
I was, in the moment, I was shocked,
Yeah.
but on reflection, maybe I'm not so surprised.
Mm.
I just thought that Donna would be out first, didn't you?
I thought Chesney would.
Oh, yeah, you did, didn't you?
What do you think about this double interview of Chris and Chesney?
Oh,
No, not a
Absolutely
fan.
disgusting. No, because it's not right.
No.
Not on the final, because...
Not right.
no.
They didn't come out the door together though.
Oh, no. Thank heavens for small mercies. But there was so much more to talk to Chris about. There was the issue with Mickey, which... the pirate stuff, which wasn't
Eyeballing me.
able to be covered. Yeah, how did he feel in that moment? Was he, like, goading? All of that could have been
You
covered.
goating me.
It wasn't just about Jojo. Like, there were so many more things he could have been asked about, and I think I'd like to watch back and see what he said to his family if they don't edit it out, because he came down and went,
Oh.
"Fucking hell, it's all about that," and yeah.
AJ was saying about Jojo and Chris being tactile, which I thought was interesting, and Chesney stuck up for him. Was like, no, I know, they're just friends, whatever. All the housemates pretty much stuck up for Jojo and Chris in that situation.
Yeah.
Next up, AJ announced that Donna had been evicted.
Nothing from Chesney's interview. Yeah.
Oh, oh, did you have anything?
No.
Why did Jojo pronounce Donna Danny? AJ pronounced
Psych.
Donna Danny.
Just keeping us on our toes.
That did keep me on my toes.
Hang on a minute. I was also annoyed that Chesney didn't get asked about how he felt about what Ella said about him failing to stand
Oh,
up
yeah.
for her in the issue with Mickey.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Because
wasn't
that
it?
should have been talked about, because that kind of affected him quite badly.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
What did they
it's too
ask
much
him?
of a, I don't even know. Too much of a
Nothing.
downer for the final. We can't. Probably that's what they were thinking.
Oh, come on. We like a bit of a downer at the final. Anything about Donna going? Surprised Donna went? Interested in that?
Surprised Donna made it.
What do you mean? What, to the end?
Well, she wasn't up for eviction, was she?
Oh.
So, I just thought she would be first out. My problem with Donna is I feel like she didn't show her true self.
Yeah.
I found her entertaining. I found her funny, but
Yeah.
that's not quite enough for me.
No, exactly.
I've got no idea what she said in the interview.
She said in being in the house she had access to lovely food and lovely people. I thought it was funny she mentioned the food before the people. Is the food that nice in the Big Brother house?
Patsy must be cooking up a storm.
Yeah, delicious broccoli for everyone.
What else is interesting? They've been talking about having Chateau Neuf de Pape in there. Mm-hmm. Did you like red wine?
I can drink it, but I don't like it that much.
It's a kind of pretty revered bottle of red.
Oh.
I looked it up. 22 quid a bottle on Tesco.
Yeah.
What's the budget on the shopping in there if they're getting
Yeah, but
Chateau
they had
Neuf de
luxury
Pape?
budget, don't they? Colson said when they get luxury budget, they get 100 quid each. Mind you, that bottle of wine would put a dent in 100 quid, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, who knows? And next out, shock horror, was Jojo,
Oh,
the gay pop CEO.
queer. Oh, yeah, she did call herself that, right?
Yeah. The previously gay
did you know that about her?
lesbian, because it was on her tattoo.
Oh.
She has a tattoo saying it.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
That's what someone at work said, like, today about Jojo. Like, all they know about Jojo is she said she was the first person to do gay pop.
Okay, tell that to
Elton John.
and Prince. Was Prince? Hold on, was Prince even gay?
I assume so.
I mean, he seemed it.
yeah.
Hold on, tell that to George Michael. She said Chris is more than a friend, but I don't think she meant it like that. And she said they're going to play tennis on Sunday. Do you think they're going to?
I hope so.
Oh, we'll see.
Depends if she needs to have that appraisal.
She needs to speak
with
to
Kath.
Sweet Kath first and find out what she's got to say about it. Someone on Twitter said the way she talks about her girlfriend is like she's an old grandma. My sweet Kath. It's kind of bad, isn't it? Kind of true though. She brought in different clothes because she thought she was going to change her style in there.
I like that. Why not try something new in the BB house? I thought Jojo looked really good in the final dinner, by the way. The sort of big baggy trousers and the Hawkington waistcoat.
Oh yeah, Donna
good
looked
look.
good as well. I liked her dress. Jojo's finest moment for me was when she was Billy. That was just
that was
the
great.
shit. Well, so what goes on in here? Well, just standing around doing stupid shit. That was my series highlight.
He looks a lot like he looks a lot like Jojo.
that was just tickled me so much. That was Jojo. Oh, why did Jojo go out then? She should have gone further. Damn you,
Your lot.
British public.
It's your lot.
What do you mean, my lot?
You Cobbles fans.
The cobblers. Next up was the battle between Danny and Jack, sat on opposite sides of the sofa, not
They don't
holding
let them
hands.
sit next to each other anymore, do they? It's
No.
more fun when they're holding hands.
Yeah. Well, turns out Jack won, not Danny, although very close, 2% in it.
It would have been nice if Danny did drag for the end.
Yeah.
But then to walk out not having gone to the effort to be in drag and not win.
Yeah, and also, like you said, he wanted to be seen for himself, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, which is understandable. So Danny seemed happy for Jack, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, he said no matter what position he came out, he was just happy to be there, didn't he?
I wish we'd
Just like the gays let him down, though.
I wish we'd got Jack in the background, just wandering around making a cup of tea while Danny was
that
talking.
Magic moment.
We need that shit. That's what we live for.
They did put that footage of David Potts walking around on TikTok.
Did they?
Yeah, last year. So they might do that.
Yuck.
Jack didn't run to the kettle and make a cup of tea.
No,
which
I
was a
was
shock.
quite surprised.
Jack missed the trick by not walking out holding a cup of tea.
He should have.
Come on.
Danny did what you wanted and did his turn.
Back to the door.
Yeah.
Danny knows how to put on a show.
Yeah,
That's why.
he does. He got lint rollered before he went out as well.
Danny was the chief lint roller, but Jack returned it for Danny. I
How
thought
much
that was
lint
nice.
is it there in that house? It's not like they've got a cat in there or anything. Oh,
Had several cats the other day.
You're right. Now I understand. So, did you have anything from Danny's interview?
Danny said something about he thought he was this open-minded queer boy, and then he saw a Tory and went, "Oh, great, a Tory." So what it's done is open up his mind. He was saying that all the people, he goes, "I don't want to make it political, but like he was like something to do with my trans friends.
Yeah.
All the people that have got a problem or something to say don't
Yeah.
know a trans person.
Yeah.
So what he's realised is we
Yeah.
need to take a breath because we're all the same.
Was
or
he
we're
comparing
not the
Tories
same.
to trans people?
He was basically saying
Yeah.
like he didn't know any Tories, right? And then he met a Tory and he realised, oh, they're humans as
Yeah.
well. But all these people who are anti-trans,
Yeah.
gender critical, whatever,
Yeah.
they don't know any trans people, and it's so true.
But the
Nor
difference,
do they want to, though, do
But
they?
the difference is trans people aren't making life difficult for Tories, and Tories are making life difficult for trans people. But
yeah.
that's kind of irrelevant, really, at the moment. But yeah, but no,
What it said.
I know
what
what
Danny
I
said
know
was,
what he meant.
I
Yeah,
had to check
open your
my
mind.
biases.
Yeah.
Because even though we think we're liberal, we've got them too.
Yeah. And he did want to win. I don't know if he said that or if that was just my thoughts.
Of course he wanted to win.
Of course he did. There's nothing wrong with that. Jack came out. He thought he was a shoe-in.
Too late now.
He thought he was a shoe-in for 5th place, which made me laugh. But
Shoe in or ginormous boots?
yeah, but he said his head fell off when Jojo went. Any respect for Jack being a Big Brother fan, throwing himself into the task and enjoying every moment of the experience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, compared to Patsy, who didn't want to be there at all, of course I'm happy that Jack had an experience that was somewhat reasonable.
Yeah.
I don't think he was buzzing to be there.
No. He said he'd loved every minute of it.
Oh, did he? Okay.
But I think Patsy said something similar, and I don't think that was
That
true.
ain't true.
And the only other thing I got from the Late and Live was I did like AJ asking Jojo, what were you going to say to him in 48 hours?
Yeah.
And she said, oh, in 48 hours I'd be all right. I was thinking, bollocks, mate.
Just needed 48 hours to
Yeah.
feel better. I mean, it makes sense. It's a good catch.
Yeah, that was a good rewrite of history, yeah.
Who
Interesting.
got in her ear before she went on stage?
Ella was just being a bit of twat.
I don't know why Ella was doing
She's
that.
coming across. You're coming across bitter. You could have risen above it at the end, and people would have thought, oh, okay, but you just came across. You doubled down on being pathetic.
You know why? Professional reality. She was trying to create some drama.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, probably.
Get some headlines.
That was it. Did you enjoy the finale?
Not as much as I thought.
It went so fast. I felt like it was just like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, it was a bit like
Ding, 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 ding.
it was a bit like that pre-recorded launch show that they did.
Yeah.
Where it was just like we've got to move so
Yeah.
fast. The interviews were too short, and it's only because there's too many housemates in the
Yeah,
final.
why did there need to be 6 in the final? Just have, was there 6? Just have 4 or 5 at the
Five, I think
most.
there were 5.
No, there was 6, I think.
God.
Chris, Jojo, Jack, Danny, Donna, Chesnney. That's 6.
Chesney, our winner. Yeah, there was 6. Yeah.
I need that.
And I also hated that Late in Live. It was just too messy.
Oh, it was just carnage,
Everyone was
wasn't
just
it?
yelling.
Carnage. That bit when Oti and David Potts were interviewing
Filling.
people at the start, that was just... It's like, what is happening? The supply teacher
Might as well
was
let
there.
us do it.
Yeah, we would have been more professional, to be fair. So that's it.
Okay, actually,
Done. Right, podcast over now.
the saving grace is that Tiffany Pollard wasn't there as well.
Oh,
'cause
fuck
that would
me.
have blown
The
everyone's eardrums out.
screeching.
Jesus.
Fucking hell, man. Yeah, Tiffany Pollard really ruined her legacy, I'd say. Not ruined, but sullied, I'd say. Sewered it.
What's that?
That was what they said on Big Brother Canada. You sewered my game. Right, should we go back?
Let's go back.
Let's go back.
Through to the
Hold on,
before Easter.
You haven't got Sunday, have you?
No, which
I'm
means
gonna
we're going back to Saturday.
I'm gonna
This is going to be breakneck speed as well.
I'm gonna talk through this episode so fast your head's gonna spin. Are you
What
ready?
did Jack say? His head fell off.
Yeah. So
Actually, Jack was talking to Chris probably about like what's going to happen if they win. He's like, my head ain't going to fall off if I win.
is this an expression, my your head falling
I
off?
think it's the northern thing. Who
Yeah.
knows?
I kind of like it. It's kind of evocative image, isn't it? So yeah, this was the whole thing where Daly basically said to Ella, people are playing a game, blah blah blah. As he left, he wanted to
Oh,
like
the
cause
housemate
some
hand
sparks,
grenades that he
didn't he?
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
That's what BB Australia thing.
Yeah,
from the past.
that's good. What else?
That caused a lot of shit, didn't it?
Okay, we're on to the family task. The dysfunctional to perfect family. You haven't got this, have you? Why have you not written anything down about the family task?
Probably I was eating.
No, fair enough. So Danny,
Oh no, I know why. I was travelling back from visiting my family at Easter, and
You were on the family task.
we were like really late. Yeah, I was on the family task.
Fair. So they had to do. So Danny was the mum, and you know who all the people were. This was great. Probably my favourite task. The cat task was good, but this one just topped it, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Cats was good. I will never forget cats.
No.
It's mainly for the peeing in the litter tray. But family task, I just felt like everyone embraced their roles so fully. Even like Chris was an excellent baby. The way he was eating their baby food and like dribbling it back out, it was just so good. Ella was even good having tantrums.
Yeah.
Jojo made a really good grandpa. When there's that extra, have you seen the extra clip that Big Brother put out?
I don't think so.
Donna's grandma having to navigate the teenagers in the garden and walk around the jacuzzi, the hot tub, and she's like almost falling in, and Jojo's just there going, "Don't fall in, sweet angel. Don't do it. Don't fall in, sweet angel." And it's just the way Donna's like, "Oh, mind the water, love." It just really reminded me of my nan, actually. It's a good one. I just thought everyone really put everything into it.
Yeah, even the teenagers were good doing their viral dance.
Dancing
Was
good.
actually quite
Yeah.
good.
Chesnney did an embarrassing rap in the diary room.
Oh
That was all
God,
good.
yeah, that's unnecessary. Chris and Ella were in that room with the blocks in,
Where Danny fell
and
through
Danny
there.
just came in and just fell on his ass.
You would have thought you could sit on that block. Though. I would have sat on that easily.
you would.
Did you like Ella in that giant chair? I thought you'd be into that.
Yeah, I did like that. Reminded me of Andrew Tate in that giant bed. Those were the days before he was poisoning the minds of children. Ella was swearing and Danny hit her with his handbag. Is that okay? Oh yeah, that was it. Chesney was talking about his mum and dad being rock and rollers in the diary room and all his debauchery. That was just embarrassing. So then they did this bingo thing, which was basically like a shit stir thing. And who isn't your cup of tea and all shit like that. And Ella said Jojo wasn't her cup of tea. The dabber wasn't very good for the bingo, I thought.
Yeah,
you
had multiple dabs.
Yeah.
You had to have multiple dabs, didn't
That's
you?
no good for bingo. You need to get onto that quick.
Also, why was that dabber so big?
Just, yeah, it didn't work. Ella said, sorry. Angelica said Chris is the biggest game player. Did you? Oh, this was when they were back in the room, Danny announced that Daly had said about Chris and Jojo game playing. What do you think of him just suddenly announcing that? Like, oh, I didn't want us to be talking about this behind your back kind of thing.
He revealed...
Danny said about what Daly said before he left.
Right, that's interesting because it wasn't really Danny's thing to talk about, was it? Because it had been said to Ella, right?
Yeah.
So Ella's obviously confided in Danny, right? Mm-hmm. And it's got out.
Yeah.
I don't remember this scene.
Yes, well, that's what happened.
Why do you think Danny did it?
I think he did want to sort of get it out in the open, but I think he did want to sort of, not shit stir, but just create the conversation, I guess. Do you know what I mean?
For drama or to clear the air?
I'm not sure.
Maybe to diffuse it. Maybe that was the intention.
Why didn't Daly say it to the whole group? Someone said. Because he was trying to just be an arsehole before he left, basically. Chris...
well, he was kind of a bit up Ella's arse,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
he was.
Trying to do her a favour somehow.
Yeah. Chris in the diary room was moaning, saying, I've never had to justify a friendship before. This was the first time, basically, that Jojo and Chris realised that the house kind of had a problem with how close they are.
Right.
And said Ella is jealous. They passed the task.
Chris was also reeling from the booing as well, wasn't he, at this point,
Right. Was he? I don't know.
Because Daly just got evicted.
Oh, was it when someone shouted, get Chris out? In the hot...
And Danny goes, someone was like, get Chris out! Was that a different day?
I'm not sure.
Was that another eviction?
Could have been. In the hot tub, Chris was bitching with Joe and Jack. Chris said Ella is so jealous and it's not normal. Danny is not happy because Jojo says he wants to win. And then Jojo said, I can hear my name being whispered because they were in the bedroom at night and she was holding hands with Chris. That was all I had. I didn't actually write that many notes from that episode. Shout out to the family task, though. That was epic.
Yeah, to be fair, the task took up most of the episode, so there wasn't that much to really write down. But the task
when
was
Danny
good.
was like at the fridge, like slapping his ass at Jack, that was so fucking funny. And going, come on, we've got time for a quickie or whatever.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
He wiped Ella's mouth with his dress, and Chesney goes, "Daddy, Mummy, I can see your willy." It's like, Mummy hasn't got a willy.
Danny was just born to do that. That was hilarious.
Yeah. That could be a sitcom.
Yeah, Danny would be great in like panto or something, which I guess is something drag queens do.
I mean, there's plenty of drag pantos. I've never
Yeah.
seen Danny in one though.
I mean, he'd be great like playing a character like that. Just fucking hilarious. He'd be better doing that than bloody This Morning competitions. Because he needs to be funny. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to be funny to do the bloody This Morning competitions. He needs to be like, or somewhere making people laugh.
Yeah, but I think Danny's got visions of being a bit more mainstream, don't you?
Yeah, but I think it would be fair enough. Do something different and more mainstream, but it would be a waste if he wasn't being funny.
Yeah.
And entertaining. Oh, we've been funny, Mummy.
Actually, you know what? So Danny and the Vivian obviously were like, I think, quite close, and I was quite surprised that we didn't hear Danny talk about the Vivian in the house.
They might have cut it out.
Yeah, but the Vivian was playing the child catcher in, not the child catcher. Yeah, the child catcher in, what's that? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, I don't know.
So like Danny could equally fill those kind of roles,
yeah,
and
true.
Vivian was also the Wicked Witch in. What's that one? Dorothy, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
As Wizard of Oz production. I can see Danny
Yeah,
being able to do
definitely.
that kind of stuff as well. And that makes a
that
drag
make-
queen more mainstream.
And that's good money in that shit as well, isn't there?
It's a lot of work though, isn't it? A lot
Yeah.
of commitment every
yeah.
night.
Yeah, I guess. But it'd be fun to do, I'd imagine.
Yeah, especially if you are an entertainer, which Danny is.
Yeah.
I would like to see Danny, end up on This Morning or whatever, but
I think Danny's born to perform,
yeah.
and I think
Definitely.
that's what he should be doing. But it's up to him what he does. Right, I'm going to pass over to you for Easter.
You might not want to do that.
Why? You not got much?
No, I probably have.
Oh,
Too
God.
much for you, probably.
God,
So-
I've got a lot as well. Let's skip through this.
Michael got his wish and was able to come back to the house to
What
hide
the
the eggs.
fuck
Did
was
you
the
like
point?
seeing this?
No, what was the point of it?
I liked it.
Yeah, but he
Did you
never
like
got
his,
to actually see
awkward
anyone.
Hop?
It was just
It's more of
weird.
a skit.
It was strange that Donna told it later
was
on. What
very
the
weird.
hell?
Do you think that Big Brother actually told Michael where to hide them, given that there were clues about where to find the eggs later?
Probably.
Chris was upset about a clue. Someone called him annoying. Oh, this is the thing. That
He's still
caused-
upset about the yesterday thing. He said he doesn't like this environment anymore.
Isn't it a clue to where the egg was? Where someone called him annoying?
Oh.
It was Ella, but Danny spoke up to say he could have said it, and it massively backfired. Is this the right day?
Yeah, but I didn't write nothing about this because I didn't find it interesting.
Okay. Ella and Angelica were talking about noms. Anything about that?
No. I've
It
got
was
the...
Ella going like, oh, who else are they going to vote for? It's obviously going to be me.
Oh, yeah, she said she's ready to go and I've had enough.
Chris is upset and finding it hard to be himself. There was a weird bathroom meditation session where everyone was making odd noises and
There's too much
clanging
meditation.
pots.
Too
Not
much.
even-
Oh.
not clanging the pots, but
The sound bath.
yeah.
Oh, I have no truck with that sound bath. It sets my teeth on edge.
Jojo's comforting Ella. Maybe you are my cup of tea. They were sort of bonding, weren't they? Suddenly?
Yeah, but I feel like Ella was often like being nice to Jojo to her face and then being rude to her behind her back.
Then I've written 5 p.m. face-to-face noms. Is that right? I don't know why I've put 5 p.m.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ella said, this is supposed to be a family-friendly day. Is it Easter? Did you like the way they themed the face-to-face noms around Easter with eggs in a basket?
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's cheap and nasty, isn't it? But it's not exactly costing them much to buy a basket and a few eggs, is it?
How about the revelation that Americans don't have Easter eggs?
That was weird. What the hell?
They don't have chocolate
They
eggs.
just have plastic eggs.
Yeah.
We should move to America and start importing mini eggs over there. They would die. Laurie, Rowan, have you had mini eggs? Because if you
course they
haven't,
haven't.
it's going to fucking blow your head off. We're
Your
gonna
head's gonna fall off.
We're going to have to send you a package. Seriously. All American listeners, if you've not had mini eggs, we're going to send them to each and every one of you. No, we're not. We can't afford
One
it.
mini egg each.
Yeah. But mini eggs now cost £25 a packet, so you're going to have to put money in our PayPal. They are good though, aren't they? Mini eggs. Fucking great.
Yeah, I had to buy a packet because I hadn't had one this Easter, and you can't let an Easter pass by without having a mini egg.
God, no. Jesus, that's not what Jesus wanted.
No. I found it a surprise because Reese's make a lot of chocolate eggs here.
Yuck.
Yeah, I know, it's yuck. but
Jack like
you
my
would
Jack
think
likes
that the
it.
American market had them too.
God.
Here's a tweet from someone that I liked, from someone called Boss Dovja92. The best part of tonight's episode was a tearful Angelica telling Patsy, "I don't feel like you think I'm good enough," to which the eternally cruel Patsy smiles and says, "No problem." Sinister, evil energy, but I'm totally obsessed.
Yeah, Angelica said, "You snap at me. I don't feel confident to help you in the kitchen, and I don't feel good enough." God.
But they're best mates,
That's
apparently.
shit. That's Angelica shit, not Patsy shit, in my opinion.
Patsy said, "No problem."
Patsy really does not care.
And Angelica nominated Jack. "I don't think you know that much about me."
And I'm a bit boring, she said, and then Jack laughed. She's got a hell of an inferiority complex, hasn't she?
Yeah, I think she needs some therapy, don't you?
Yeah, come on, girl. Being married to Michael Underwood for all that time can't be good for you. Break free. Break free from those chains like Danny.
Got such beef against Michael Underwood.
Yeah.
You wait till he's in Celebrity Big Brother next year. That's what BB Spice called him for.
He fucking ain't. I'm going to have a word with him about that. What's he calling for that for?
No, I don't know. Some conversation on Twitter.
Come on, mate.
Chesney's nominations were Ella.
Do we need to go through all these nominations, or should we just go through the relevant ones?
Well, I don't know what's relevant and what's not, because it was a week ago. Ella didn't want to be involved in the tasks. Was everyone just using Ella not wanting to be involved in the tasks as an excuse?
Hold on. This is what we need to know. Normally, you get the gold envelope,
Yeah.
you put the 2 things in.
Yeah.
Has that happened?
No.
Or can you just retaliate with the No.
Just like the kissing booth last year.
That ain't right.
I know
That
it's
ain't
not right.
Big Brother.
It's not right.
I ain't doing it, Big Brother. Come on.
Even Henry said before face-to-face noms in his series, they had to lock them in first.
I don't agree with
I don't
this.
even remember when they did face-to-face noms. Was it the Hunger Games?
Something's gone badly wrong here.
Well, this is the reality we're in. Patsy was Chesney's second nomination. Sometimes you go into analysation mode and you go down a rabbit hole. Sounds like me. It triggers his anxiety. Chris's nominations were Ella
You're triggering my anxiety to go through all these nominations.
and Danny. Danny is denying that he said Chris annoyed him. But it was true. It was actually Ella
Oh, we saw
responsible
that
for
on
it.
Late and
But
Live.
that's why he got nominated by Chris.
Yeah, but he wasn't up until the golden egg.
That's true. Danny's nominations were Chris, not as tight-knit with the group, and Jojo for the same reason. Didn't do Patsy and Jack, though, which I thought was a surprise, because you were saying Danny's mission was to take out the soap stuff,
Yeah,
but when it came to face-to-face,
he didn't have the bollocks to do it. That's why.
must have had a tuck.
Because mummy don't have a penis.
Jojo's response was, "No love lost, love gained, because of honesty."
That's the most American thing ever.
Yeah, love gained. Donna's nominations were Angelica, clapping in the morning.
Oh, that is annoying.
She gets the red mist. Big Brother warned Donna to take the nominations
Yeah,
seriously
but
because
then
everybody else was.
But then she didn't give a real reason either. Still.
I think clapping in the morning is a valid reason to nominate someone, don't you?
Yeah.
Jojo was her second nomination because she has a phobia of nail biting.
Oh, come
She
on.
wouldn't survive around
God,
us, would she?
she'd be fucked. Me and you are nail biters extraordinaire.
There's not a nail between us, is
Let me
there?
look at yours.
No, yours are
yours
worse.
are even... Fuck off, mine are worse.
Yours are always worse.
Look at yours. That's more finger than nail.
Well, that's just the way I'm built.
No, we need to take a picture and put...
Stubs. No, I'm
We're
not
not-
putting those on the internet for everyone to see.
Yours are...
My secret
No,
shame.
because yours are way worse.
Well,
Look.
I've got bigger fingers than yours.
Oh, come on. Look at that.
My nails don't grow over the end of my fingers. That would be weird. They never will.
What do you mean they never will? Yes, they would.
They'd be like, you know, the white bit.
Yeah.
It would be like
the
super
cuticle.
big.
No, hold on. Which bit is the cuticle?
The cuticle's a bit at the end. The white bit. I don't know what the white
tip.
bit on the tip is called. Yeah. That would have to be. That would all be anything that grows. There would be the white bit. It
But
would look
hold
so
on.
weird.
Jack has that bit and has normal nails, like a normal person.
Well, has Jack
My
chewed his
Jack.
nails all of his life?
No.
Well, I think that's why my fingers are like that.
You've bitten them down to the quick.
Do we have a quick? Is that in the animals?
I don't know. It's what people used to say back in the day, isn't it?
The quick is where the nerve bit is, and once you get if you're cutting like the dog's nails,
Yeah.
or whatever, if you go
Oh.
too
Oh, it
far,
hurts.
yeah, it cuts into the nerve, and then they scream.
Oh my god. This is taking a dark turn.
It's taken a twist.
I
because of
enjoy
the
nail
noms.
biting, and I'll never stop. It's one
Didn't
of
you say it's your last pleasure in
yeah,
life?
one of the only 3 pleasures still left in life. When I watched the last episode of Severance, I bit my nails so badly that they were all bleeding. It's fucking great.
The thing that annoys me about nail biting, and people might relate, is that in the moment when you're doing it, you think it's fine
Yeah.
until the next day when it's sore
Hurts,
and maybe
yeah.
it's infected or
Yeah.
whatever, and you're
You
like,
have to put a plaster
I
on."
thought it was fine in the moment, chewing them away.
Yeah. But do you do the edges as well, or just the nails? Because sometimes I do the skin around as well.
Of course I do the edges. This is going to
Look at
turn
this
people
one.
off. Oof,
Oof. It's not that bad.
wounded.
Well, if you've not turned off by now,
You never will.
turn off in the next 10 minutes.
Let's move on. As AJ would say, moving on. Ella's nominations were Chesnney, should have stood up when Mickey made the inappropriate joke, and still continues to faff around with a skeleton called Mickey every day. Faff around.
Like you.
And Chris was told that Chris is playing a game. That should not be a valid
I was
reason.
told this, I was told that, tittle tattle.
She said, I won't say by who.
Hearsay.
Wait, hang on. If she's not saying by who, but Danny exposed it the day before, what the fucking hell's going on here?
I don't know. I'm
Chris
lost.
said, I haven't done any shows to play a game.
Yes, you have.
It's Love Island, not a game. What about Apocalypse Wow, where you're wrestling Jesus in
Yeah.
the lube?
Don't. I need to see
That's going to be our
it.
next watch.
Can we need to post this shit?
Jack's nominations were Ella, again, about the task effort and that she doesn't clean up. She went, I can't be that OCD then. And Angelica, same reason as she gave for him. What was that? Don't know each other.
Boring.
Jojo's nominations were Patsy. She makes it hard to feel happy to be here. And Ella, when we do a task, you decide how you're going to feel about something before it's even happened. Ella wants there to be a negative or a drama.
What about this Phil Collins cover version they had playing in the background? Oh, think twice.
Was that when Ella walked out crying?
Yeah. It's another day. Sorry, I'll stop.
I'm not the only one that feels that in tasks. What? And I'm getting penalised because they're playing a fat fucking game.
I'm surprised she knows the word penalised.
Chris said, remember a time when receiving eggs used to be a wonderful thing.
That was funny.
Patsy's noms were Angelica. She feels uncomfortable when Angelica and Ella give each other a little look.
Yeah, they were gossiping during the eviction and she heard them mouth F off.
Oh, yeah.
Why are they
so she
gossiping
thought it
about
was
her?
targeted at her.
What was it though? She was
doubt it.
paranoid.
Because when you say fuck off in a conversation, that's because
Yeah.
someone said something outrageous usually,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, I think.
Ella was probably bitching about Chris.
Calm
don't you
down,
think?
Julie. Yeah, calm down.
And the second nomination from Patsy was Ella about eviction night. 7 minutes before Daly chose to use his time to talk to
7
Ella
minutes before. That's very specific.
on the table. She saw Ella mouth fuck off and it made her feel uncomfortable.
No. I'd say it to your face. That's bollocks.
Bollocks. So Angelica, Ella, Patsy and Chris got the most, and Jojo got the most eggs. However,
Oh, this
now
shit me up, man.
they got to pick out either a
Don't.
little bunny in an
Oh,
egg or the
don't.
golden egg. Did you
I
like
was-
the way that little bunny vibrated as they took the shell off?
I don't think I even noticed
There's a
that.
little plush bunny inside.
I was panicking. Oh yeah, it did. I was panicking that it was going to be Ella, weren't you? Saved.
Oh yeah. Jojo was absolutely the right person.
Yeah,
to get
thank
that.
God, because normally those things go badly wrong when it's a game of chance like that.
Yeah.
But
Ella
I was
said,
surprised.
That is rife. Is that Essex talk?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I was surprised with Jojo's choice, though. Were you?
Putting up Danny?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not the first time that she'd nominated Danny. But for it to be a killer nomination, it's quite a lot, isn't it?
And the reason, because he came over and said bitches when she and Chris were talking.
Oh, was it that? Was that the day before?
Yeah. That wasn't...
You don't think it was that bad?
No,
but
it wasn't.
Chris was really going through it at that moment.
Yeah, but Danny didn't know that.
No, but it wasn't like, and Danny tried to rewrite it and say, like, this is later on, but go,
Yeah.
oh, it was like, hey, bitches. But it wasn't like, hey, bitches, it was
Yeah.
like, bitches.
Someone was saying it was misogynistic. That's just...
Who said that?
I
Are they
can't
okay?
remember. Maybe it was someone on a podcast. I was just thinking, or someone on Twitter, I was just like, no, it isn't. Like, oh, gay people shouldn't be allowed to call women bitches and get away with it.
Oh, come off
Shut
it.
up.
Anyway, that word is mostly used amongst gays.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
gays to gay.
Girls and gays, we're the same thing. Like, we can call each other bitches if we want.
Yeah.
Leave us be. Let
God.
us
Let
live.
a bitch rest.
Anyway, Danny was not happy. He said, that was just a joke. Trust me, I know how to read a room. That's my job. I don't think that was a good look for him when he said that.
It wasn't a good look.
No.
And the way Danny reads a room, to read a room as a drag queen,
Yeah.
is cutting.
Yeah, exactly.
So it
yeah.
wasn't really the right counter argument, I don't think.
And when you're in a drag situation, I assume, people are there to be taken a piss out of and to
Yeah.
hear those types of comments.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that is your audience. They're a warm audience towards you, whereas in the Big Brother house, not necessarily wanting to cut the throat to win. Danny said, I won't apologise for being me. Well, good for you.
It was 6:33 p.m. I don't know why this is relevant. Chris is thanking Jojo for being there for him. Jojo said, whether you like it or not, I'll always be there. I'll be there. Jojo said Ella was trying to get a rise in the noms. Do you think she was? She walked out crying.
Don't know.
Chesnney said Ella took her anger out on him unfairly.
No, she didn't.
She questioned my being a man.
No, she told you how she felt, and what she felt was right, I think.
Yeah. Jojo was like, you're a good man, Chesnney.
Yeah.
And I don't like most straight men, so you can be sure that you're a good one.
This I don't like most straight men thing sort of gets on my nerves as well.
Well, come on.
I know, but I
can get it, right?
I get it, but it's like
Are we being judgy?
it's a certain type of straight men. Oh no, now I sound like not all men. Forget it.
Go on. Finish that thought.
No, because think of Jack, my Jack. He's a straight man.
Yeah, but we consider those straight men the exception.
Yeah, but he's not.
But
Like,
he
there
is, if
was
you
a-
think about the most straight men probably are a threat to gays and women.
I don't believe that.
Do you not?
No, I don't.
Oh, that surprises me.
No, most straight men are a threat to gays and women. No, they're not. They might be not a threat. A threat is strong.
Okay.
They might be a problem for gay people and women, but a threat. Oh, I don't know actually. I don't know. Something about it makes me think. There's so many straight men I know who are actually like just really, really nice people, but at the same time, there's so many men who are absolute cunts and dickheads. So it's a mixture. I feel like I'm coming across like the biggest Facebook mum of the year tonight.
And the Facebook Mum of the Year award goes to...
And I don't even have any children. I don't know. I have mixed. I'm like Danny with Mickey Rourke. I have mixed feelings about it.
Yeah,
you know?
that's okay too.
It's not black and white to me.
No.
Something about it just sort of like all straight men are like Marcello. Do you know what I mean? And just this like toxic. They're not. They're not.
No, we know they're not.
Some are.
But I think maybe when you come from a community that's marginalised, you are disposed
Yeah.
to kind of be on the lookout for threat.
Yeah.
Like, you really appreciate when you are a part of a community like that, a safe space. Like, you should understand as well as a woman, like,
I do.
what a safe space and an unsafe space is.
Yeah.
Right? Like the difference. And
Of
I think
course.
maybe that's just what Jojo's saying.
Yeah.
It's like the difference between me being in a gay bar or a regular pub.
Yeah.
And you don't know what type of a man is in there. And that's a different environment where you'd expect to find a problematic
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
But I think maybe that's where she's coming from.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I do understand. But I don't know, something about it makes you think, oh, they're not all
Let's not
bad.
judge
But then
everyone.
I am like being not all men, so.
But it's true. Not all.
But it's
not all
true.
anyone, is it?
If
Ever. It's never.
if I think about all the people I've dated over the past few years,
Yeah.
a lot of them are straight and are just very, very nice, cool, chilled out, like very progressive, pro LGBT people. Do you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like cool people. Some people are just absolute dickheads. But
Also, let's not forget that maybe we don't know Jojo's background or
no,
what
she's
she grew
probably
up
not been
around.
around very many straight men by the sounds of it. Because she said about Chris, she never expected to have a straight man as a friend like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent.
It's okay. Angelica and Ella went to jail for their rule break.
Oh, the bloody jail.
Chesnney is rattled by Ella's nomination. He feels like he's being protective of her. Jojo spoke because she had to. But what? Danny feels like his humour was a superpower. So to hear it as a negative has hurt him.
Yeah, he said, I bring the light. I think that's subjective though, isn't it? Whether you bring the light or not also.
Yeah, you don't really get to decide that.
I do think they overreacted over what Danny said.
Danny tried to rewrite it and be like, "Oh, I said hey bitches," and she was like, "No, it felt mean." I think Jojo has been able to address these things really well.
Jojo's the most intelligent person in the house, in my opinion.
Emotionally, for sure.
Yeah, like she can see two sides of an argument, and she's got so much common sense. I guess that's what happens when you grow up very, very fast.
Angelica was telling Ella that Chesnney is really upset, and now she feels bad about it.
Oh, she shouldn't. It was him that did something wrong in the first place.
Ella said she finds it hard to let people in, and Angelica told her, you need to find some peace.
Oh, that's rich coming from her.
And this is when they were in jail together. I see they had time.
Okay.
They were in there for 2.5 hours in the garden.
That's not very long, is it?
Just talk to Yinrun. She was in there for hours on end. Chris is making Jojo lick chocolate off the shorts. You didn't like that, did you?
I didn't. I wasn't as bothered about it as some people. I just think it's very odd. I mean, even if that was my boyfriend Jack, I wouldn't do that. I don't think you'd do that either.
I'd lick chocolate off my own shorts.
Would you?
If it was going to get melted in or whatever.
Yeah, I'd just wipe it off with a bit of tissue and a bit of water.
All that. Not the tissue and water.
But he said, lick that off. Lick it, you freak.
He called someone a freak the other day and it didn't go down well.
Yeah, it's not the best. These fucking white straight men. Fucking hell. What have I said about them?
Chesnney and Ella are talking it out and both say they're sorry. Anything about that?
Yeah, I thought they both listened to each other, and I think Chesnney understood it. Chesney's obviously worried about his image, but he's not done anything that bad, has he?
I wonder what he could have done. It's a really awkward situation. I can't remember how close he was when Mickey said that comment.
No.
It obviously made Ella feel really uncomfortable. Yeah. And not only that, this is why, because Jack nominated Ella for having to change the bed.
Yeah.
But Ella only moved her bed, she said on Late and Live, to get away from Mickey.
Don't fucking blame her. Would you want to sit next to him?
The fact that she felt she had to go that far is a problem.
Like,
Mickey was probably in there way longer than he should have been.
This whole Mickey thing. What did someone say on Late and Live about Mickey saying abhorrent things?
Danny said it in his eviction interview.
Like what? We need to know.
Jojo is digging ingrown hair out of Chris's inner thigh.
God, they're like gorillas, aren't they? Like grooming each other. God.
I love pulling out an ingrown hair though.
Oh, you like that sort of shit.
Oh, talk about my lump.
No, let's not mention the lump.
My lovely lady lump.
She's lump.
What's that?
That's like an old indie, like the presidents of the USA. Do you remember them?
No.
Okay.
Apart from...
we come from different eras of the 90s.
Why have I forgotten his name?
Who?
The nice president of the USA. Barack Obama. He follows you, doesn't he?
Oh, he does. Him, Stephen Fry, and...
Stephen Fry's a problem now.
Oh, I hate Stephen Fry, to be honest. He's so annoying.
Jojo in the diary room said, for me personally, this is about the knobs, for me personally, not a tough day.
Just perfected it just as it's over. Yeah.
But my attitude around it is, it doesn't have to be a tough night. Danny is trying to make it a tough night.
Oh.
She was like, Danny is storyline in this.
And she said, if Danny was to be evicted, I wouldn't lose sleep.
Oof. Wow.
No wonder the gossip gays were up in arms.
What about the respect gained for the honesty?
Yeah. Good point.
Danny is seeing it as, maybe I could get a little something out of this. Is this what she said?
Oh.
Yeah, it is. Danny is seeing it as, maybe I could get a little something out of this.
Oh.
TV time. Having a conflict with me could be a bit of, in his words, storyline.
Oh.
This is Jojo Siwa signing off from outside the Big Brother house.
This is why the gossip gays were fuming about her. Fuming they were.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Interesting. Should we have a little break? Because I need a little wee-wee.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we don't need to do it in the litter tray. And also, we've got
Turn
a mic
my mic
on
off.
you now, so...
Oh, listen in, listeners. You might get more than you bargained
we'll have to cut the audio here. We'll be right back. Right, we've got a way to go. So Lindsay's taken the executive decision to take control
Yeah.
of the game.
Yeah. I'm going to get through this triple eviction in 5 minutes flat. Well, maybe not. Well, you didn't like this Jordan and Henry mention at the start. You thought it was insensitive.
It was insensitive. They'd literally just
on.
announced their breakup. They're both probably watching Big Brother as a bit of a relief from their personal lives. They've got AJ and Will going, oh, Henry broke up. Like, you don't own them like that just because they met on the show. I thought it was unfair.
God. Angelica was banging the pots and pans a la Evil Dick stroke Josh Martinez. Danny wants to shove it up Angelica's arse. Goodness. Donna's having an angina attack about the noise. Patsy is grateful
What is
for this
angina?
moment. It's like a heart attack, basically.
Oh.
I think it's like a precursor to a heart attack.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe
just
I've got
ask Emma Willis. No, you haven't.
Oh yeah, Emma Willis had the heart surgery.
Yeah, I'm surprised. She seems quite healthy.
She did always seem really fit, but I think it was
it
she had a hole
family
in the
thing?
heart.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, unknowingly.
Oh my God, Jesus. Makes sense though. Chris is annoyed he's up because of friendship. Danny called Chris and Jojo Jedward, and Jojo was later like, "Who the fuck are Jedward?" Even though Jedward are supposedly friends with her.
Well, they met
Jedward
her.
just had their picture taken with her.
That's at Mighty Hoopla last summer.
Mm.
But you'd think you'd remember because Big Brother goes like, "Do you know what Jedward are?" I think that's what Jedward are.
What
I think it was.
Jedward are?
Yeah.
An entity.
And she goes, "Well, I've been told they're like two annoying twins." And you think like two annoying twins, you'd be just
Yeah.
the sort of like tunnel animation of the brain. Like,
Yeah.
You'd just be like, "Oh, those guys."
Yeah. Did you see those twins on the news who were talking in sync?
What the hell was going on?
They were fun.
See the
weren't they?
comments? Someone
Laurie
was
sent me
like,
that.
when you're watching the same programme in two different rooms.
That
Were
was
they conjoined or were they just
no,
identical?
they were just weird as hell. They said they'd only been, because I watched another interview with them, and said they'd only been apart 12 days in their whole life when one of them had COVID or something.
What were they talking about? Some
A car
incident
crash
that had
or something
happened.
they'd seen.
And it was so weird they got a follow-up interview about themselves.
Yeah. That's just a modern day freak show, really, isn't it? Jojo said, "I feel like I've had a good seeing to." And Danny said, "And you don't even know how to use a FemFresh." Was that really Jojo who said that? It doesn't sound like she would say that. Maybe it was Donna.
Go on, say that again.
Jojo said, "I feel like I've had a good seeing to." And Danny said, "You don't even know how to use a FemFresh."
No, I don't think
That
that's
can't have been
Jojo.
Jojo.
By the way, I actually hadn't got notes for this one, so
Thank
you had to
fuck.
do this anyway. I've got notes from after the party.
Oh, God. Angelica was crying about getting sacked off the Martin Lewis Money Show.
Now, we
what
Googled
happened there?
this. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
She said it as if it was something everyone knew about. It's like, oh, my shame.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's really into the Martin Lewis Money Show.
Well, I just assumed she was still on it, because when I last watched it, she was on it. But it's not one of those things that I watch religiously.
Well, why would you? It's boring as hell.
If you don't know who Martin Lewis is, for anyone listening from abroad, he's like this money expert who tells you like where to get the best deals on credit cards and your home broadband.
He did help me reclaim some PPI. Got about 800 quid back
His
in the
website
day.
is
Yeah, it's good.
a valuable resource.
It is, yeah.
Invaluable, actually. Anyway, it turned out that she'd done another show. I think it was like the Gadget Show or something on Channel 5.
Didn't John Tickle used to do that? Or was that something else? Oh, no, that was Brainiac.
Whilst she was contracted for the Martin Lewis show, and it was something about finance, and it was considered a conflict of interest, and she got fired for it, which seems a bit harsh.
Well, Jojo had to do a British citizenship test, and the others were making up loads of stupid shit and telling her it was true. That was quite funny, wasn't it?
Did you think they were going to blow it by going to OTT with it like Jack did? Jack was like, guys, you've got to calm it down. He knows the strategy.
It's a law to have a teapot in the house. It's trees and hand royals a sausage. The Queen has sausage dogs. This was where it became, because even Jojo knew they had corgis, not a sausage dog.
Yeah, and Chesney was, not Chesney, Jack was trying to make it more realistic by going, no, it was, it's corgis. And she's like, yeah, I remember that, it's corgis.
They said Catherine Zeta-Jones was a long-lost royal.
Luckily, Jojo had never heard about it.
No. Queen Victoria used to steal children's teeth. I mean, the Queen did used to drink the blood of babies, but that's a different matter. Our one.
No, come off it. Where did you get that from?
David Icke. Strike that comment off the record. Do you like it when Americans pronounce things like this? Yorkshire.
Oh, God.
Yorkshire.
That's like when you're on the tube and they're like, oh, Tottenham Court Road or whatever.
Do you know the way to Leicester Square?
Yeah, Leicester Square. That's one of the worst ones. Edinburgh.
Oh, you're stupid. Mind you, we're probably the same when we come to America.
Remember when I said Arkansas that time?
Oh, yeah. What is it? Arkansas.
Yeah, you were laughing at me. I
Yeah,
didn't know.
but if you don't know, you don't know, do you?
It's like Flitwick and Flitwick, isn't it? It's local knowledge sometimes.
There's fucking loads of shit like that. There's somewhere near us where we hail from called Toaster, but it's written like Towester or something.
Right.
Does that ring a bell?
No,
That's near us. Anyway, the average person has 5 cups of tea a day, Big Brother said.
Cups of D.
But Jack has 35. But it's actually 2.5 because I googled it. 2.5 cups of tea a day. How many do you have a day?
Does that mean we're just letting it go cold and chucking it away, or it's because of the average?
Yeah, God
How many do I
knows.
have a day? We've talked about this. I think I probably have 2.
I have 1 at the most.
Well, what were the results of that poll you did about tea?
Oh, I can't remember now. Jack was talking about Ken Barlow, who's this old fella in Corrie. Did you like this?
Yeah.
He said, I've known him for 25 years and he still calls me David. To be fair, Ken Barlow's like 93 years old.
94.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I've heard him tell this story before on his podcast, so this was not new information to me.
Bring in Ken Barlow next year. He'll win it as well.
He probably
Actually,
will.
don't.
Yeah, don't. Danny broke the bed. They were dancing to Spice Girls. Chesnney was name dropping. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, you know what I was going to say? Jojo's shown herself to have actually a really extensive knowledge about British music.
Oh, does
I've
she?
Noticed. Yeah.
What is she? A big Morrissey fan?
She did mention Morrissey, I will admit. No, she was talking about Live Aid, wasn't she? About
was she?
These events, like she was like loved to have been at Live Aid, and there was another one. I can't remember what the other one was.
Jojo was saying Donna and Patsy made a shady comment to her about taking over the kitchen, and Angelica said they aren't my people, and Jojo said not everyone is going to be.
Yeah, getting a bit bitchy.
Yeah. This was the eviction now.
Yeah.
Angelica was dressed like the Sugar Plum Fairy once
Did
again.
you like this outfit or not?
No,
I like this
did
look
I
on her.
how? No.
I think it's a cute look.
And these outfits just infantilizing.
Yeah, it's a bit like a doll.
Yeah, it's not good.
Her hair looked good.
She's just a weirdo.
I liked it.
I don't like her very much.
You don't say.
Angelica went first. She was dancing. Oh, she was so cringe when she came out dancing, and then had sort of a different personality to how she had in the house. She's being like
She came
over the top.
As Ali said, like she came alive as soon as she left the
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
She was like clicking her fingers, and it was just stop.
I guess she was feeding off the energy.
She was probably
of the
happy.
crowd.
She was probably happy to be out there, to be honest. What about this? Will telling everyone that 2 more were going.
Don't remind
Was
me.
it a fuck up? I didn't even know it was.
It was a fuck up.
I didn't know it was. So why? How
Because
did?
if it wasn't a fuck up, they would have had cameras on faces
Oops.
as they said it.
So why did he mess this up so bad?
Either
Amateur hour.
just got flustered and forgot what he was saying, or something was on a card that shouldn't have been.
Oops.
But I don't think it's the cards.
Cue cards.
Because, and the reason I know this for sure is when the third address to the house, he was like, "It's Triple Tuesday," and it was supposed to be a big reveal.
Yeah. Oops.
But they already knew 2 more were going, and they reacted in that moment. But I don't think Big Brother was ready for the reaction.
You know what Sweet Kath would say?
What?
See me in my office.
I'm keen to talk to you about this. I'm keen to talk to Will about it too.
It's your appraisal time and you're a deep shit, boy.
This is where my kind of longing for Emma to come back really started, I think.
Oh, God. Jesus, we are in dark times. I'll
still be nice to Will if I see him face to face, of course.
Me too. I'd give him a big snog, whether he likes it or not.
I think, do you know what? I just think he gets too nervous.
Bless
Or,
him.
I do feel for him.
I mean,
You can't fuck
that's his
that up.
job, though. He
You
needs
can't
to,
fuck
like...
that up.
Well, he did. Ella came out next. She said, I'm an Essex girl and I don't want to be dressed as a cat.
sexy cat, if anything, though.
Why doesn't she want to be dressed as a cat? It's fun.
Get over yourself.
Yeah.
Also, she looked cute as a cat.
Yeah. Silly.
Also, earlier, I got it wrong. This is the eviction where Chris was booed. And Ella.
She said about her and Chris, we're in the same field of work. What field of work is that? Getting paid for doing fuck all. I'd like to be in that field of work also. And she said he's a latch on. And she said they're in each other's beds every now and then. And then Will went, as friends, shut up, Will. What are you, fucking Jojo fucking PR campaign? It really pisses me off when he does that. It's what we were saying earlier.
No host should be putting those words into any housemate's mouth.
Emma would be like, "Oh, tell me more about it." Oh no,
See?
for fuck's
Here we go.
sake.
Sorry,
Jesus Christ. She'd also be saying it takes two to tango, but we'll move on from that. Finally, Patsy went. She was like, "Yeah, so annoying." So played out, people acting like that.
She did want to go there, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you think she had her turn in the last few days in the house and started to enjoy herself a little bit more?
No, I think she was just pretending to be grateful for people voting for her. And then on Late and Live, she's like, "Oh well, it's a job, and I had to do the job." It's like, kind of making me depressed.
Like, you want to get paid? And she was like,
yeah. It's like, great, watching this thing, you were just there doing a job. Wonderful.
About Angelica, she said, she thought I was snapping at her. I thought she was snapping at me. But that's just friends, isn't it?
Yeah. That's like me and you earlier when we did the TikTok.
I did tell you to shut up. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, I don't mind too. It was just your constant faffing was getting on my nerves.
I'll spoon you later.
Yeah, I've got some chocolate on my trousers actually.
You and I get into bed like Bert and Ernie. At least they're separate beds. So.
And then Will asked Patsy about the broccoli. That didn't go down too well, did it?
Forgot about that. Just silent.
She just stared.
Just shuts down.
A death stare.
What
It's
the
like,
hell?
oh, okay.
And you said she did it on Lorraine as
She
well.
did. She did the same fucking thing.
Did you look back on your recording? Did you find it?
I did, but it was the same. I'd Nelson Mandela it. Yeah. But she did look irked.
You can tell when on this morning that she was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Because Lorraine just starts laughing.
Yeah. Lorraine sounded uncomfortable, didn't she? She's like,
yeah, weird.
It's like, okay, all right, mate. That was it. That was the end of Triple
Tuesday. Not the first ever Triple Tuesday, by the way.
Who else went in a triple?
Apparently there was a triple eviction at the end of Big Brother 11, but there was also Year of the Woman had 2 triple evictions.
Did it?
Yeah.
See.
I can't tell you who was in it, but I think Andrew Brady was one of them.
Oh, well, he can't have been in Year of the Woman.
Yes, he can, because there were men in Year of the Woman.
Were there?
Of course there were.
Oh, yeah.
It started off with all women, and then the men came in
I was
later.
thinking about, like, when Ziggy and Brian Bellow had to go and when all those women were in there.
Yeah, similar.
That was good times.
But it also had men in it, as you just mentioned.
It
all
did.
men.
To be fair, when it was just the women, it was quite boring.
That one was really bad when it was just the women.
Yeah, it was
but
like, oh, God.
Year of the Woman wasn't, somehow.
No. God.
Great series, that, if you haven't watched it. Watch
Shout
Year of the
out
Woman.
India Willoughby, who's treated like absolute dog shit in that series and is still being treated like dog shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
We are behind you. Right, Wednesday. Do you want me to carry on, or are you going to bore us all to death?
Let me see.
Oh, Jesus.
My notes seem extensive,
Oh,
so yeah, you
God.
go.
Right.
Oh, hang on. Danny said, I'd be prepared for your girlfriend to throw some punches about Jojo and Chris in bed together.
Yeah. And then Jojo went, she doesn't care.
So is Jojo's
This is when it
partner,
started.
She, they pronouns, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
This is when it started, what?
More of the comments from the
Right.
housemates about their relationship, mainly from Danny, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially from Danny.
Yeah.
Donna said in the diary room...
Jokingly.
There was no live Stomp performance, so that's a plus. Have you ever seen Stomp?
No, I did see. I think I saw the Blue Man Group back in the day.
Oh yeah, they're still going, aren't they?
God, Jesus.
What do they do?
Fuck
do they
knows.
do they bang?
I think they do. I feel like they do. Yeah.
Do they do the didgeridoos or something? They're from Australia. Aren't
It was like 2005 when I saw it. So fuck.
I saw Stomp. It's terrible.
Oh, I
Don't go.
hate things like that. It's irritating.
It's the Danny show, said Donna in the diary room. Here's a question: do you gag when you're brushing your tongue?
I don't really brush my tongue. To be honest, no. But don't know. I was going to say a gag when I'm doing something else, but would holding your thumb help in that situation? Have you ever tried this?
I have now.
Have you?
Yeah, I tried it.
Oh, what, when you were brushing your teeth or brushing your tongue?
Of course. I brush my tongue daily.
Yeah, and did you?
With my electric toothbrush.
Did it
on.
work? Holding your thumb?
It actually worked.
Did it?
Yeah. But then I'm not sure if when I let go, I just accidentally stuck the toothbrush too far down my throat. I'm going to try it again.
I'm going to try it next time I'm going down on someone.
I don't think that's the same thing.
Why not? It's the same reflex, isn't it?
I think a dick goes a bit further than a toothbrush.
Depends whose dick it is.
Well.
Depends if it's Jack P. Shepherd's or not. You need to hold on to all 5 fingers for that fucker.
Clench both hands.
Guys,
it's clenching your thumb.
It's 10-1, so forgive me for anything I'm saying right now.
Danny said up for nomination in the diary room. That should be a
God.
offence.
Remember when I was going to take the lead on this episode?
Danny's fearful of being booed and doesn't believe the reason that Jojo gave to nominate him about the golden egg situation. You can't not believe a reason. That is the reason.
You can not believe it was the real reason.
Oh, right. Donna's asking Jojo what she and Chris are going to do without each other. Jojo said, it feels like having a child. She said Chris has filled the gap that her mum and her mum and her brother, was it? And partner? Was it brother? Partner?
Mum and brother I've got written.
Right. But she will be fine if he does go. Patsy's rejuvenation retreat. What do you think about this? She got the talking stick.
It was very boring, I thought. It got on my nerves slightly. In fact, this was the moment my partner, Jack, went to bed. He was just like, I can't be bothered to watch this.
Was it the fake laughter that tipped him over the edge?
Oh, yeah, it was soon after that he said, fuck this, I'm going to read my book.
Patsy was blowing smoke up Angelica's arse, saying she's a great presenter, a beautiful woman, a brilliant mum. Danny and Jojo. He said her nomination felt personal. Humour has been his superpower, and I was upset that you didn't understand me. I don't hate the player, I hate the game. Jojo said she expected to be close to Danny, but they both know it hasn't happened. They could be close if they both wanted to.
Well, they obviously
Did
don't.
they remedy that in the last few days?
Yeah, they obviously don't.
Ella and Chris were next. Ella wishes that she never listened to outside noise. Who's been yelling over the fence?
Yeah, get Chris out.
She hopes his relationship with Jojo lasts on the outside. That was a bit shady, wasn't it?
Yeah, bollocks do.
Angelica and Donna. Angelica said, Donna, you've been very off with me. She wouldn't have whacked... No, Donna said Angelica was off with her and she wouldn't have whacked a pan in everyone's face.
Why would you do that anyway? How annoying.
But Donna said, I absolutely wasn't upset yesterday and it's not that deep, babe.
Oh, it's not that deep. This is when Donna came across like an arsehole.
Yeah, and then she went to the diary room to vent about it and she said, I haven't shat in her face.
Good.
Do you think not?
I think that's against the rules. Haven't checked the rule book, but I'd assume so.
What do you think about Big Brother saying, would it not have been cathartic to say that to Angelica in the talking ceremony?
Big Brother's like, come on, give me more, basically, aren't they?
Give me more. Jack P. Shepherd's hard water woes.
Yeah.
He's having to use 2 bags so that he can't taste the toxic, poisonous water in the BB house.
He said you're up against it in here.
The irony is they have a water cooler in the BB house, so why not just put that water in the kettle?
Yeah, I don't know.
What twins?
They're mentioning Jedward again now.
Oh, are they?
I thought we'd already done Jedward.
They think they're just calling Chris and Jojo Jedward at this point, aren't they? Jojo thinks that Danny is trying to get a rise out of her after he called her the Juggernauts / Jedwards. Oh, we've done this.
Yeah, Jedward are the twins who are annoying, and Big Brother said that they're also celebrity Big Brother alumni. Yeah, put some respect on Jedward's name. I felt sorry. I felt like how you felt about Jenny watching, because I know Jedward are watching.
Offensive to Jedward.
Yeah, they're probably watching with Gemma Collins in the hot tub.
Oh,
and and they're like, oh, we thought Jojo CY liked us, but she's forgotten them.
Come on, Jed would know damn well they took one selfie with Jojo Sierra and claimed she was the bestie. They're basically claiming...
She's the new Tara Reid.
Yeah. They were like, you're welcome because we told Jojo to go on CBB. It was Jedward.
Jedward who?
The juggernauts, as Jojo calls them.
That's what I call Oti Mabusi. Oh God, I have lost it now. So apologies for anything.
Donna seems to be struggling now. She can't hide behind the humour. I've said.
Yeah, she's worried about being a cold bitch.
It was the eviction. I've said Angelica looked good. Chris reacting to getting booed. He does look a little shaken by it. It's all just fucking pantomime stuff, he said. Ellie and Patsy went. Ella, sorry. Get Chris out. Jack said, but you know it's just one guy. Is it,
Yeah,
is it just that
it's
one
so
guy?
true.
That one guy from L Street.
It's like the X Factor guy who always used to shout. It's that same one guy, isn't it?
What do you mean? The narrator?
No, someone in the audience always used to shout something on X Factor.
Oh, that probably is that same guy.
Yeah, I bet it is. It's got the same energy.
Jojo said she's a hoot and a holler on alcohol.
She wants to have a drink, but she's
But
not
she
going to
can't.
have one.
Do you know why?
Yeah, I do, but you tell me.
Yeah, go on. Who's going to come out?
Radical Rick goes out. Oh, God.
So why was she Billy when she dragged up? She could have been Radical Rick.
Don't you think it is cringe? It's just like,
We have that alter ego to excuse their drunk behaviour.
come on.
I've known someone that has an alter ego.
What, when they're drunk?
Yeah. Can't remember what theirs was called. Their one used to bite people's faces. That was a problem.
It's just like, it makes me think of like Americans. They can't handle their drink, can they? Because they can't drink till they're 21.
whereas
She's
over
only
here-
21.
Oh, yeah.
Over here, we start drinking when
15?
I was 14 when I started
Yeah.
drinking. There's no Radical Rick needed. It's just like fucked up Lindsay. And drink's just the fucking start of the matter. Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on, Jojo, get real. I wish we'd seen Radical Rick though, don't you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Would have been great.
And the beanie hat and everything. Danny is crying over just being me.
Yeah, I've put Danny as crying and journeying.
Yeah, over 10 years, people have told the drag version of me how amazing I am. But there's a person behind that. Then he was whipping Donna's belt. What do you think about stop it? Is that going to be a thing? Or
I'm not sure.
no, me neither.
Chesney was bent over the bloody counter waiting to get a whipping.
Was he?
Yeah.
What's that hard belt?
Yeah,
Jesus,
but
people
she
would have
never
picked
actually
someone for
did
that.
it. She just did the floor.
On the table.
Yeah.
Dan's on the table. Chris was in the diary room. He said the eviction was stressful. A real chunk of the pizza has been eaten.
Oh, yeah.
And now the pizza is lesser.
You liked that, didn't
That's
you?
my tattoo of the week. Jojo feels queer after meeting Danny.
I thought you meant she feels peculiar.
Little queer.
Perhaps she did have a drink after all.
She said, have you got anything on this? She said she's gone from an L to a Q. And Danny said, the British public love a Q.
That was good, yeah. She did. That was straight over her head, probably.
Yeah, because it's a line in America,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Hold on. Before that, Danny said to Jojo and Chris, your bird is going to pawn you and you'll have a front page spread in the Sun.
Oh.
Your bird. Your non-binary partner, I think you meant.
Yeah, a bit insensitive coming from Danny, isn't it? Danny took it way over personal. I think this is Jojo's words. Jojo said sometimes when the out of water's boiling, what? Sometimes when you're out of water boiling, you can't see. Hang on. Sometimes when the water's boiling, you can't see the bottom, and you've just got to let it simmer.
But profound. Maybe that should be your tattoo of the week instead.
That's good, that.
Bit long though.
I'll just go for the pizza. It's easier to understand. Sell by date versus best before date.
Oh yeah. This was when Danny was drunk,
Sell
wasn't
by
it?
date sounds like old people's language. Oh, that's past it. Sell by date, my love.
My boyfriend Jack's been drinking milk that's about 13 days over the. Yeah, but it tastes all right. Every
tastes
day,
like-
every day he
that's
asks me
okay.
to sniff it, and I'm like, it seems all right still,
Why does he ask you to sniff it?
because he doesn't trust his own judgment.
His own nose. You know what though? A lot of things like that, like milk now,
Yeah.
it's not expiry date.
No.
It's now best
It's-
before.
Yeah.
And sometimes it goes off.
Milk can
Before
last
that.
a while. Bread can over as well.
Yeah, that chemical laden bread.
Yeah. Oh, I get the one from. Sometimes I get the burger buns from Lidl. They're like last for a month.
That's not right.
I know, it's like the Walking Dead bread, isn't it? Like,
What's that?
when after the nuclear apocalypse, you can still eat that shit up to 2 years later.
Those burger buns
Yeah.
made out of hair, human hair. Is that true? They used to say the McDonald's burger buns were made out of human hair.
Why the fuck would they be made out of human hair?
Because it's cheap. I don't know.
Oh my God, is it? I don't think it is that cheap.
All
Look
the
at hair
barbershops are just
extension.
collecting up the hair and sending them off to McDonald's.
That's what Dan's been doing for the past 7 hours. I like Danny drunk. This made me miss them giving the housemates.
Yeah,
Loads
this
of
is when he
booze.
posted the picture of Craig from
Yeah,
back in the day.
it was just, it was fun,
I
wasn't
think
it?
they've
Just seeing
been a
them.
little more lenient this year, and I think Danny as well has been going to ask for more alcohol.
Yeah.
So they've been giving it occasionally.
I wonder how much he actually had.
Jack says Danny is too loud sometimes.
I'm sure he is.
Donna pushing Danny into the bed.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
She said.
That's good though. I'd want a friend to do that to me if I was
Yes.
going off the rails.
Yeah,
and,
he was getting a little bit wild.
He was
wasn't
Larry, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was Larry.
And late and live, oh yeah, this is the one thing I said earlier. Ella swapped the bed, she said, to get away from Mickey.
Ah, don't blame her.
Anything else from that day?
No, that's it.
We're on to Thursday now.
Yeah,
Danny was worried he was awful last night, and he now has the beer fear.
that's fair.
I had that the other week, didn't
Did
I? Do you
you?
remember?
Oh.
We'd gone out and I
Oh,
was
yeah.
just not feeling good the next day.
Yeah,
I was on edge.
I've had it before as well. It's when you can't remember. It's when you can't remember what happened. That's like there's a gap. That's when I don't like it. I'm like, oh shit, that's not fun.
Donna said, no, I think we went to bed at the right time, i.e. I pushed you into the bed
Yeah.
at the right time. Chris and Jojo are still hugging in bed in spite of the booing, so it hasn't pushed them apart.
No, she. Oh yeah, I thought she might drop him after that, but she obviously does like him.
Danny said in the diary room, there's this one guy, get Chris out! Chris is in a funny mood today, and he doesn't know why.
We do.
We know why.
Yeah.
Is it the booze? Or-
Yeah.
Danny's full breakfast.
Oh.
Danny cooked them a breakfast.
Those sausages look well overdone.
Everything was burnt. The toast was burnt. The sausages were burnt. What about the egg ick? You have the ick
I
about
don't
eggs
fuck with eggs.
anyway,
Yeah,
don't you?
no. Only
Unless it's a mini
the
egg.
mini eggs. That's it. Oh, caramel eggs as well. They're good too.
What
Fuck.
about icks in relationships? What came up
Well,
next?
yeah, I agree with this.
What, hairy nipples?
Hairy nipples. I like a hairy nipple on a man.
Yeah, didn't Chesnney say it about a woman?
Yeah, and then they were
Can
like,
a
"Oh,
woman
you're
have
body
a hairy
shaming."
nipple?
I think you can, but I've never seen one. I guess you could have one long one maybe to pull it out. I don't know. But yeah, clean shaven on a man down there, I personally find that vile. It's just, to me, it looks like a turkey. It looks like a basted turkey. A man, to me, we've talked about this in the podcast
man,
before,
to me,
should
has
have
pubes.
pubes. And not, yeah, you can trim it, fine, but
What about a lady?
you're a man. Yeah, a lady can do what she likes. But a man
so a lady
should
can
have
be
pubes.
clean shaven.
Yeah. Clean shaven, trimmed, bush, whatever you want. If you're a woman,
Brazilian.
do whatever you want.
What
Man,
about the vajazzle? Is that real?
no, that's not real. But a man, you don't have to do anything. And the fact you're taking time out to
You
do
should
that,
do something.
you're wasting your time.
You should
trim
manscape.
it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
trim it. But don't
Yeah,
go
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole hog. There's no need. It's like when men shave their chest. It's disappointing to
I
me.
don't have anything there to
I
shave.
like a hairy chest. If you've got a hairy chest, you should keep
Embrace
it.
it.
It's an asset. Ask Will Best. It's nice.
Real chest, as they call him.
And any of these you could relate to?
Well,
What else was there?
you know, we've all tried to have a shave down there, and it gets very itchy when it grows back, and you soon learn not to
This
do
is
that.
why, men
Very,
shouldn't
very
bother
itchy.
with that.
Just a trim, I say.
Yeah.
I like to do a skin fade on mine.
Yeah. What do you?
Yeah, because you've got guards on your shaver, so you
yeah.
can just fade it in.
Well, we've had this Nair conversation before, haven't we?
Oh, I've burnt myself on that before. I've been burnt by that.
Me too.
Yeah,
It's
never
the
again.
best way, though, to get it off easy if you want to just...
I don't think it was for me.
I do it. It's easier than shaving, because I feel like shaving you get the bumps. I just whack the Nair on. Just don't leave it too long and you're fine. 6 minutes. That's
I'd
it.
rather risk that razor nip in my balls. Anyway, now it was, what's
Yeah.
it, Donna?
Hold
What's
on. People being rude to waiting stuff, that is bad.
That is
I don't
terrible.
use the word ick.
Oh my god,
because
this
it's gross.
segues me into the thing that I was going to tell you about earlier.
Tell me.
I was, you know, on Instagram, sometimes you see like someone you follow, they may be like tagged in a reel or whatever. This reel came up and I was like, what's going on here? Who is this person? And this guy was going, oh, when I'm in a restaurant, either like with service charge, even if I've had like a banging meal and great service, I just ask them to take it off.
What?
I know. And basically, under no circumstances am I going to pay service because it's a scam. And he's like, you know, and if I ask them, do you take a tip? And they say, no, we don't get the tip. Well, then that's too bad. You won't get anything from me. And I was like, okay.
What, and you're being proud of it?
Yeah, and the irony is he's a food influencer, and his thing, I was following him for recipes. I don't follow that guy anymore.
Well, you know what else is going to happen to that guy?
What?
People are going to spit in his food. Aren't they?
I don't know how viral that's going, but anyway, I've worked in restaurants and I've benefited from service charge.
Yeah.
And the reason you have a service charge in a restaurant is mainly because the majority of the staff are on a minimum wage.
Yeah, the pay is so shit.
Yeah, and I think it's like a legal requirement that service charge goes to staff.
Yeah.
But he believes the business takes it.
And this was someone you were following?
I'm not, yeah.
Yeah, fuck
No
this
longer.
guy.
So anyway, I said, I was like, it's plain. I was like, if you're taking the service charge off, you're punishing people in that industry who...
Did you say this?
Yeah.
Did
majority of times aren't there through choice but necessity.
Yeah.
And it supplements everyone that works in that restaurant, from front of house to chefs. And understandably, if you've had bad service, you would ask for it to be taken off, but otherwise it's just plain embarrassing.
Yeah.
And he was like, my counter argument to that is, if you can't afford to run a business, you shouldn't be running the business. That's not the point here. And I was like, I came back. I was like, there is no counter argument here.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I've mixed up my two posts, but yeah, I never worked in a restaurant. I've worked in several where I didn't get the service charge. It would be wrong to take it from the staff. And why he's that person of the mindset that my server should get the tip. But what about everyone that's cooked the food in the kitchen?
Yeah,
what about the person that washed the pots?
Of course.
They deserve a cut of the tips as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah. And then someone this is the thing, when you comment on a public Instagram post, you get idiots commenting on it throughout the week. And some weird person responded to me today with a nonsensical reply, which I can't look at because my phone is occupied. But he was like, oh, so don't you believe that doctors should get a tip or a service charge? I was like, what? I don't think you're intelligent enough to reply to me, and I don't think you've understood what I'm saying. So that's when I said to you earlier, like, oh, I hate people, because I was like, what are you talking about? How have you, what's the jump here? How have you got there? And I thought I need to just not reply.
Mental gymnastics.
Yeah.
Or did you see the guy who replied to me on Facebook earlier this week after I said J.K. Rowling was evil?
No.
He said, I've been looking at your photos for the past hour. You're so beautiful. You're a goddess and I need to become friends with you.
Oh.
I was like,
I mean, it's a nice sentiment.
Looking
in a
at
way,
my
but
photos
no thanks.
for an hour.
No,
it's
he
like,
hasn't.
okay, you're getting blocked immediately. It's just so creepy.
What was that comment on?
Facebook.
But on what?
I posted on some posts on Facebook about J.K. Rowling.
People are weird out there.
It's scary. It's really scary. Anyway, good for us not to go off on a tangent. Perfect. Just what we need.
So anyway, Donna was delivering... Oh no, you were saying about being rude to wait and stuff.
Yeah,
that's
shit.
bad.
Yeah. Let's go on to Donna.
What's the Donna's delivery jingle? Do you remember?
No, DDS. I don't know.
Donna's delivery service or something.
Yeah, and she's a whore or something.
Oh yeah.
That was the add-on.
Chainmail.
She did look cute in the outfit.
The hat looked crap, didn't it? As if they printed something out on A4 and stuck it on.
Danny said you look like the kid from Up, or was it Up?
Yeah.
She did, because I saw the picture.
Do people do the side by side?
No, I didn't actually see a side by side.
What did you think about chainmail? Been done many a time, isn't it?
Yeah, I like. Julie Gill was saying that not Julie Gill, Team North was saying that the chains were a bit janky. Basically, it was a bit cheap.
Like a Halloween prop, wasn't it?
It was.
Did you ever watch the chained show that Mel from Big Brother 1 presented?
I think so.
I wish we could get that.
Can't you get it? I could have a look on Pirate Bay if you want.
From 2001, do you think it would be there?
You never know. Could have a look.
Yeah, if you don't know about that, BB1 Housemate hosted a whole game show where people were chained together.
Those are the days, weren't they?
Fragile wine bottle. Do you believe it was that fragile?
No, and it was just kind of boring, that one, getting Jack to hold the box. It was just like, yeah, whatever.
And
Jojo had to eat a whole can of spam.
spam mail.
Oh, what is that? What is that stuff?
Like processed, salty ham. Also quite jellyish, I would say.
Oh,
It's like wartime food, isn't it?
that's disgusting.
But Jojo said it's a delicacy in Hawaii,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
put it on a pizza.
Jojo was a trooper. I couldn't have
couldn't
done
do
that.
that either.
I could not have.
Um,
Danny doesn't want to
Danny
do.
goes, it's nice, isn't it? Jojo said, no, I don't really like it.
Danny doesn't want to do MasterChef because he doesn't want to be pigeonholed. Because a lot of drag queens have done MasterChef apparently. I did not know that.
I think it was a bag of chips did it.
Oh, I don't know.
Weirdest thing that Jojo has ever been sent is a bomb.
And sex toys when she was 12.
And knives. And that
The way
guy-
she said it.
Casual.
It's chipper.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And she's like, oh yeah, that guy got put in jail for like
Yeah.
5 years. And she's like, well, I was 17 when he got out, so I must have been like 12.
That reminded me of Bjork. Do you remember that guy who sent Bjork a bomb?
She had a bad stalker,
Yeah,
right? He went
really
to jail,
bad.
right?
Yeah, he was. I can't remember all the details now, but I remember listening to podcasts about it, and he was quite tapped. Yeah, but that bomb went off, I think.
Really?
But I think it was, it wasn't her who opened it, obviously.
Just the postman that got
Yeah,
bumped
yeah,
off.
just her assistant probably lost their face. No, I don't think it was that serious, but still, fucking hell,
People are nuts.
scary.
I'm seeing the Bjork concert film. The other concert I went to see
Oh,
Bjork
yeah.
play, it was made into like a film. It's going to be
Oh.
in the cinema. I'm seeing that next month.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. You can get a ticket then. We'll go. And we'll talk about that later. The coolest thing that Jojo's ever been sent is Elton's Christmas card.
Yeah.
Which is
Clonk.
who Carlisle is
Oh, no, don't.
What's her name?
Brandy Carlisle.
It's Brandy Carlisle on
The
it.
fact that advert was still going on
I've
after it
been
had
watching
been
it
on.
as well on the live feed on YouTube. They're still showing that. Advert.
Enough already.
No one wants to watch
No
it.
one's interested. Stop. Just stop. Please, we can't take it anymore.
The weirdest things that Chesnney has signed are a coconut and also someone's dick. And apart from he didn't actually sign the dick, but someone took it out
Yeah.
and asked for him to sign it. And then somebody, this is a very odd story, to be honest.
A tall story, one might say.
Do you not believe this story?
Can you fit for a fucking cat flap?
No, it's a very good
Well, there
point.
you go then. That answered that question.
Unless you could open the door by the handle through the cat flap.
Maybe, yeah. If it was a dog flap, maybe.
Maybe. But so this person came up and goes, can you sign these pictures? And then he goes, that's my house and my parents' bedroom. Why would you ever want someone to sign a picture of a room?
Yeah. That story makes no sense.
And they got him through the
whatsoever.
cat flap. I've written what?
I've put were they a snake?
Trust in me. That thing with the tongue. Anyway, Donna passed the task.
They
She got
passed the
5
task.
stars, blah, blah, blah.
And they said, can we get changed now? And Donna said, I think I might get changed because she was still in
That
the
was
uniform.
funny. Her one-liners are good.
Yeah, they are good.
But there was a special package in the hatch, and it was Les from home.
Oh, God.
I didn't write much here, but I've
Thank
written-
God.
Chris was reading Jojo's letter from her mum, and the key point is Kath's keen to see you when you get out.
Yeah, and dump you.
They came to the house to watch the launch show. That's it.
They didn't watch any more episodes after that.
And then Danny's dad's poem, was that a move-in?
No. I preferred it when William Wordsworth sent that letter to Callum Best. That was much better.
Refresh my memory. Someone's send him a poem.
Yeah, Callum Best's mum sent him basically like that, "You'll be a man, my son" poem,
God.
instead of sending him a letter.
Did she end up in Big Brother herself?
Did she? I
think so.
I don't know.
Chris is
God.
telling Jack how nice his letter from his girlfriend was, and Jack goes, "Yeah, she can
Yeah.
write." He goes, "I'm not saying it was emotional because she's Shakespeare." Chris is fishing for an invite to the wedding.
That is so bad.
No, I'm not saying you're going to invite me, but
Apparently, Hanny, who's Jack's girlfriend, said you are not allowed to make any friends and invite them to the wedding because
really?
the guest list is full.
oh shit!
So he was under strict instructions.
What about
So
Live Link? Jojo is analysing her letter.
Oh yeah, just after the letters were all read out, Jack just got up and went, "Anyone want a tea?" I reckon the whole time they were sat there reading that letter,
Just dying
even
for
his
a
own
cuppa.
letter, he was thinking, "When can I get up and make a fucking cup of tea?"
Jojo was saying, "Why didn't you tell me you love me?" in the letter.
I agree. Oh yeah, and Jack said, "Oh, she probably doesn't want to tip you over the edge."
Oh, trying to be.
Yeah, he was trying.
Yeah,
he
trying
was
to console.
trying. How did Chris Hughes know that Katy Perry had gone to space?
Well, I'll tell you.
Tell
how.
me how.
This was
Tell me
in the
why.
news like last month about it, the fact it was happening and the date it was going to happen. So he's obviously a keen fan of Katy Perry.
Space travel.
Or yeah, either Katy Perry or space travel, and had remembered the date.
I remember when, did I say this last week? Probably.
What?
Seen when Katy Perry was married to Russell Brand, she bought him a ticket to go to space.
Yeah, she
Do
was
you
going to go
remember?
on the Virgin flight
Yeah.
to space. I saw that as well because I googled it.
Yeah.
earlier.
And
That didn't happen, did it?
no, he never went to space. He's just been arrested for being a rapist.
Just got cancelled instead.
Yeah, two different trajectories to their lives there. Katy Perry really did give it a bit of traction.
Yeah, why did Katy Perry go to space? Chris said to give it a bit of fucking traction.
To avoid Russell Brand for 11 minutes.
To give it a bit of traction
Yeah.
killed me. I don't know if anyone else feels that way about it, but I thought it was hilarious.
And then, can you make cups of tea in space?
What is it like inside the rocket?
I mean, you're only up there for 11 minutes. Can you survive Jack P. Shepherd without a cup of tea for 11 minutes?
Oh,
no,
no.
absolutely
How
not.
hard is the water in space?
Yeah. The cup of tea would be going all over the shop. You know you can't have liquids in space. You have to have the little pouch, don't you?
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
the
how do you-
space food.
It's when you can
You
suck
suck
things
it
through a
out.
straw.
Yeah, because me and
It's
Jack,
liquid, right?
me and Jack were watching a video
liquids, they
in
float.
space of like the Apollo 11 mission. We watched the whole thing about it
Right.
when we stayed up late the other day.
Yeah.
It was good. It was really interesting. They were like trying to suck their stuff out of the pouch, and then it was sort of like flying
Floating
around.
away.
It was cool.
Would you go on a space flight?
Would I fuck? I don't even like getting on a plane. Jojo has kept herself distracted from missing sweet Kath. Yeah, we know you have.
Yeah. In Chris's bed.
She's spiralling, basically.
Yeah, she was big time. She feels guilty for how happy she's been. That was sad. I don't like the idea of someone feeling guilty for having a good time.
You shouldn't.
Chris said, "You've got to go home and you've got a big life out there." Chris and Jojo were getting emotional together in the bathroom about leaving the house. It made me cry.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, God. You okay, hun?
I just find it really precious, like this time in the house when people have connected like that and they'll never get it back.
Yeah.
And they know it's coming to an end. I think
Yeah.
there's something really moving about that.
Yeah.
Who's Jimmy and Timmy? Chris's balls.
Oh, hello.
They do manage to squeeze out a lot, don't they?
Oh, God.
Chris is asking Jojo what's wrong in bed. Give me 48 hours. You're a special one.
So are you.
Love you.
Interesting. The only bit I got that you missed was Donna said to Jack, "Are you showering tonight?" And he said, "What, with you?" And that's an image I'm sure we'd all like to see. Oh my God, we've done it.
Is that the last day?
Fuck.
That brings us up to the final.
Oh my God.
Well, you know what that means.
Thank you,
We've now got to find a way
Jesus.
to open the emails.
Oh, shit.
So you've got to... Can you get in on this one?
I can on this one, I think.
Right. We're going to be back with your emails. If you've got thoughts on the final,
It's too
you can
late.
email
You're
to them
just
at-
too
to
late.
email them to us and we'll read them out when we get going again.
Oh, fucking hell.
When Big Brother USA starts.
Oh, God. When's that?
I don't know. Did you see that post that was trolling in the week saying Julie Chen's quit Big Brother?
No.
It was so good. It was like someone had mocked up an Instagram post
Yeah.
with Julie Chen's like handle and stuff, and it was like, yeah, it's a heartfelt decision, which didn't make sense. And she was like taking over as Taylor Hale.
That would be good. I'd
And at
like
the end it was
that.
like love one another, and in the comments people were like, yeah, I didn't believe it because there weren't enough mentions of God.
It
But
was
for a minute I got my hopes
if
up.
it was
thought she
April-
was off skis.
April Fool's Day. Okay, I think I've got it.
Got the inbox.
Do you want to pause or?
No, we can keep going. if
I
you've
think
got
this
it.
might be the start, but I'm not sure.
Okay, let's see.
Let's have a look. I'll do a bit of filler.
Right, bbonblastpod@gmail.com.
I
if
wonder
you
how
want to
our new mics
tell
are
us
sounding.
anything about the final or whatever.
Do you know, listeners, it's 1:16 in the morning now. Although it says 1:33 on this phone.
Why are they different?
Because sometimes when I play Candy Crush, I have to change the time to get more lives. I must have moved it forward 15 minutes. I need to set that back because that's going to fuck me up. I actually did that. I was in the doctor's and I was playing Candy Crush and I wanted extra lives, so I moved my phone forward half an hour. And then I went to get the bus and I'd booked the bus because it's like an electric bus.
Oh, was it wrong?
And I moaned at him for being late, but he wasn't late. It was because I'd put my clock forward half an hour. He must have thought I was insane. I was like, oh, I was thinking you weren't going to come. And he
Where are you getting picked up from? By your house?
from the doctor's.
There you go. It's fine.
It was
Outside the
fine.
doctor's like, well, that's just a crazy person.
He must have just thought, what the hell is wrong with you? And then afterwards I was like, oh,
God,
shit.
such Karen moaning at the bus driver for being late.
Yeah, well, I was worried. Also, someone was asking me to do something for work and I wasn't there.
Can you tell me, did we read this email last time or not? 18th. When did we last podcast?
Hang on.
Oh, bloody hell.
Well, I don't fucking know. Well, it's the 26th now, so we must have read that one.
This is Ricky's email, so hopefully we read it after Daly's eviction.
After
Yeah,
Daly's eviction.
We would have read that, right?
Yeah, if he sent it just after.
Bear with us, listeners. Right. Okay. I think this is maybe someone who emailed before, but it was a quick one. Let's see. Subject line is, why doesn't Patsy blink? Good question. Hey guys, I know by the time you read this, it'll all be over, but I wanted to write in before I forget everything. Lol. Okay, so I don't understand the beef between Danny and Jojo. I've been listening to Danny's podcast, and they've been saying that Jojo was being tactical with putting him up for eviction, but I can't decide if she's that strategic.
No, they were being biased, I think.
She doesn't need to win Big Brother for her career. See, same point I was saying. Danny needed it for the career. Or finances. So what's in it for her to get him out? Good question. On that, I'm so fed up with people being pissy over game playing.
Yes,
In
it's a
inverted
game.
commas. Don't get me started on Daly's parting message about professional game players. Does he not realise Ella has done the most reality TV out of them all?
No, he does not realise that.
Anyway, they're both long gone now. Sorry, I just needed to let that out. This is a safe space. I can't help but feel like this series has given so much, but at the same time, so little.
Oh, yeah, I feel that too.
The tasks have been chef's kiss.
Yeah, they have.
Especially Patsy chasing a laser and Danny as the mum and falling through the boxes. I was dying. But the actual action in the house has been low-key boring.
Yeah, I kind of agree with this.
No twists or surprise evictions, in brackets yet. Still no surprise evictions. I don't know. Maybe I'm still dreaming of a yeah, Jackie moment. Yeah, we all are. I could have done with Michael and Mickey being in slightly longer to provide a bit more entertainment.
Not
This
Mickey.
is an old school person who knows what they're talking
Yeah.
about. On that note, oh my God, Michael as a rabbit, I was pissing myself. Patsy's eviction interview was weird as fuck. Did you notice how she didn't blink? I actually didn't. Did you?
No, I didn't.
Surely that can't be healthy. Anyway, good riddance, I guess. Final
Good riddance, I guess. I like that as a sentence.
final point. Late and Live, whatever it's called, has got better.
Whatever it is. This is a great email.
But can they find a better selection of guests?
Yeah.
It's like they can't get anyone else on the payroll apart from some unknown presenters with shite opinions. I could do without the dumb quizzes about which housemate most recently ordered a Hoover. Such a waste of time. Give us more unseen footage.
Yes, and psychology stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they had Ali doing the psych bit, which I like.
Yeah.
And props where it's due, they have been showing more unseen footage. So
Good.
I know they've been doing a bit of filler. But
It's been better than last year.
also, why do they feel the need to air Jojo's British task the night before and tell us the result of it? Oh, did they?
Oh, spoiler.
What was the point in airing that in the episode the next night? And I suppose Late and Live's a supplement. Not everyone's watching
They're
it.
right, though. They shouldn't put spoilers
Shouldn't
in.
spoil it, no.
Yeah.
I feel like they could make the most of the airtime by building on the dumb narratives they create. I feel like they had done a little bit of that this time.
They do show a lot of
But
stuff that you see in the episode.
it's not as good as
which
bots.
It's annoying.
Wow, sorry, that was long. Anyway, thanks, guys, for your podcast. Until the next series, kiss emoji. P.S.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. P.S. Hopefully Jojo or Danny have won.
I'm sorry.
I don't really give two fucks about any of them, but I can't deny they have both provided a little bit of entertainment. Charlie.
A little bit.
Charlie, she, her.
Oh,
Charlie
Charlie.
with an I.
That was a great email.
I think Charlie's emailed before.
Charlie, that was a good email. You've set the bar. You've set the
brilliant.
bar high.
We won't do better than that
I want to ask you
tonight.
Did you want a backdoor eviction? Because I heard a lot of people on Twitter going, "Thank God for no backdoor eviction."
I think they've done it quite successfully with Matty's letter and Bradley at the bench.
I like a backdoor
I like
eviction.
that. I could have done with it.
But we didn't like baked potatoes backdoor eviction.
I didn't like bakey peas.
Because that was the housemates who chose, was it?
And we'd already started voting for our winner.
Yeah, no,
So
that was wrong. That was morally wrong.
You can't do that.
No, we decide.
We have to know it's an eviction.
Who
up
decides?
front.
You do.
You do, yeah. But I think it would have helped the final if we'd got rid of another one. So therefore, I feel like it would have been better to get someone out. And also,
Get someone out.
you know, I've seen Super TV saying Channel 4 would have evicted someone like during the task. Like someone could have come out dressed as a cat or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly, yeah. Why didn't they do that?
Like when Chicken Stew got called to the diary room in the party, that kind of thing. We
That's
need that
the
back.
baseline of great, shocking
Come on,
evictions.
Big Brother, sort it out.
Do it. Do it.
Was Charlie's email the first one that we had before today?
Pass.
CBB, serious thoughts. This is from Ben. Hi, Gaz and Lindsay. Hopefully you're not at the stage of the podcast where reading another email at 1 a.m. in the morning fills you with dread.
It's 1:30 right now, Ben.
That tells you everything you need to know.
I think our energy is actually higher than it has been sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck knows how. I've been at your house since 5 p.m.
Yeah, that's a long time ago that you arrived. I don't know. It's because we had to put a TikTok out there.
God.
That's blowing up.
And eat food.
Ben's the person who I met, isn't it? You won't remember, but I think I met Ben in real life.
Hi, Ben.
It's been a pretty jam-packed 19 days, right? Whilst the short series, at least it was a lot longer than the time Katy Perry spent in space. As soon as this cast was leaked / entered the doors, it already looked 1,000 times better than last year.
Yeah.
And almost felt like a vintage lineup. I felt there's a butt coming here.
It's me too.
I think this was mainly due to Mickey. He felt like a very Channel 4 name to acquire. When he was removed and Michael went in the same weekend, I was worried though. Would the other housemates have enough to offer? Oh, there's jeopardy in this. Was there going to be anything of interest?
Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat here.
I was wrong though.
Oh.
And this validated the fact that if you stick to the OG Big Brother format, a diverse group of people stuck in close confines will always create interesting viewing. Like many, I just wish we had a week longer, as they were definitely cracking. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they were.
I said this as well myself.
Yeah.
Like you could see it.
About
through...
3 days ago, they were.
Hang on, we didn't mention the point where Danny said to Jojo and Chris in the hot tub that they needed to fuck.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
Was that when he said the thing about being on the front page of the Sun or
Oh,
something?
maybe. He was like, you need to fuck or get away from each other. Something like
you're
that.
right, he did.
Awkward.
But then when he said that, they were both just like, oh, yeah, whatever.
They just laughed it off.
They didn't care, did they?
No. Yeah, we all know that another week is like the minimum for CBB, but here we are.
But even civilian is like only 6 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, but it will be 7 this time, apparently.
Mind scratching your armpit with that microphone on?
The mic's all the way up here. I definitely think this more compact house layout has helped things, and having a strict schedule of bi-weekly nominations has been so refreshing. They felt exciting again, and like they genuinely mattered. Bi-weekly, doesn't that mean
Twice a week.
2 weeks? Is that twice a week? Not every 2 weeks. That's every other week, isn't it? Sorry, I'm
See,
confused.
that confuses me, that
Bi-weekly.
Bi-monthly, it would be every 2 weeks. Bi-weekly is twice a week,
Right.
I think. It's late though, so don't quote me on that.
The task team has stepped up and delivered some quality tasks. My only issue is that things like the cat task and the family task could have been proper classics if they let them run for a couple of days as a shopping task. Yeah, I agree. We used to get those week-long tasks, didn't we?
Yeah, but when they used to do those long-ass tasks, we used to get pissed off with it.
Did we?
Yeah, sometimes they went on way too long.
The briefness of them just slightly took the shine off for me. And let's stop with the parties, shall we? A darker, stricter, less sunshine and rainbows Big Brother would be very welcome. Yeah, but is it ITV enough?
No, more parties, more booze.
I'm very hopeful going into Civilian later this year that ITV could be about to give us their best Big Brother yet.
Wow.
It seems like they are listening in places, and so I hope they can continue on this upward trajectory. Sorry for the ramble. Hopefully you don't curse my name, and thanks for some more top quality content this series.
Oh, thanks.
Ben. P.S. I've told a guy I know called Miguel to apply for civilian, and he has.
Oh.
If you see him on there in October, we're in for a treat. Well, he can't get on there now because you've revealed it. So that's foiled that, Ben.
That was not a ramble. That was a very coherent, well put together email. Another good email.
Also, it's those nicely laid out thoughts about
Yeah,
production and stuff that we
was
may not
good.
have got into.
That was a good email.
And it echoes
Ooh.
my feelings entirely.
God, the next email better be good. Otherwise, fuck.
And no pressure, Laurie.
Yeah, come on, Laurie.
Laurie's feedback is feedback. These letters from home got me straight in the heart. I'm such a sap.
Oh.
Donna's delivery service jingle was catchy. That's Laurie's new ringtone. Jojo and Chris being referred to as Jedward will never not be funny. I hope Danny brings home the win tonight.
Oops.
Yeah, so did I. Looking forward to hearing you two talk about the week in CBBUK, House, Smooches, ta-ta for now, loyalist to Laurie, kiss emoji. There's a big PS here. If ITV continues airing the live feeds on YouTube for future series, I have a suggestion for those that go a bit mental listening to the endless bird noise loop. If you wait a few hours before starting to watch, yeah, I do this, you can scroll all the way back to the beginning of the live stream.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I do this.
I didn't know this.
When the bird noises start, you can keep hitting the fast forward button until the conversation starts up again. It'll save you a bit of your sanity. Wink emoji.
I didn't know you could rewind on it because you can't on this, but you can on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh.
I actually tweeted it last night, so it's good to start a bit late and just go back and skip.
Well, I wish you'd fucking told me that 3 weeks ago.
Oh, sorry.
Now
Well,
I know
just
for
wanted
next
to know
time.
for next time.
Yeah, that's good. So you can rewind it now.
Only when it's live, so you have to make sure you've opened up the stream before 2 a.m.
Okay.
But it won't be the next day when you you wake
I
up.
see. So, okay. So while it's on, start watching it like an hour later or something.
Yeah. But it will stay while you have the app open. But if you by the time you've left your phone dormant overnight, it'll be gone.
I just fucking have it on. What's
Fuck
the
knows.
deal? Why have we got to make 3 wishes and then jump in a circle and fucking clap our hands above our heads 3 times? What the actual hell? I would love to know how many people actually watch a live feed.
Well, when you watch on YouTube, it tells you how many people are watching.
Oh yeah, and
About 400. It's
Are
true.
you fucking
The most I
serious?
saw is 998.
shit, that is
On YouTube, though. You don't know how many people are watching on ITVX.
about the same amount, I'd imagine. Fuck, that ain't good.
Live feed ain't coming
Oh,
back.
we're never gonna get the 24 hour.
Now it's Ricky, so that's how we know we did read Ricky's last email.
Ricky.
Ricky!
Ricky!
Hi, Lindsay and Gaz, it's Ricky here. Sorry, Ricky. This series has been great with diverse cast and actual storylines, but we missed out Patsy versus Angelica, Donna versus Angelica, and so much more by this series being cut so short, which hopefully they learn from.
They won't.
No. Also, this series has highlighted that the show needs to get rid of Will, as AJ is much better at hosting the evictions and late and live, and he fucked up the triple eviction.
Oh.
God, people have got knives out for Will.
Also, lest we forget his championing of Marcello last year. Marcello, whatever the fuck that chav
What,
was
Will
called.
specifically?
Yeah, he was always
Really?
sticking up for him on late and live. That's why Jack doesn't like Will anymore. He said, I just can't believe the way he used to stick up for that guy. So, never forget.
Lest we forget. I'm hoping Jack, Jojo, or Chris win,
Oh, someone wanted Jack to win then.
as Chesnney is boring, Donna is a
Yeah.
caricature,
Yeah.
and I can't stand Danny as he's fake and annoying
Oh.
and just ew and okay, and I don't believe in the gay vote. Okay.
Oh.
And he's a producer plant because he basically lived on Late and Live.
Oh.
Bloody hell, Ricky.
Industry plant. What does I don't believe in the gay vote mean?
He vote subscribe to the gay vote.
Ricky, come on, you must be gay if you're watching Big Brother.
Not all men.
I'm the only straight person who watches Big Brother.
Just watch the final, and as someone who is a fan of Jack outside the house, I'm very, very glad he won. Oh,
Oh,
this is a
Corey-
written in parts email,
Corey fan.
and a very, very unpredictable final. Hopefully, you guys pod again soon, as 6 months is too long to hear you guys again. And always, you guys have been great. And as always, you guys have been great.
Oh.
And hilarious, this series. With
Oh,
a
thanks.
wave emoji.
Oh, well, if you watch Big Brother US, we'll be podding sooner, yeah. Or if you haven't watched it, why don't you try it and you can listen to our pod?
Yeah, you might as well.
I can hook you up with the episodes if you need
Yeah,
it.
we'll sort you out that good shit.
Yeah. Well,
Well.
I can't promise it'll be good. Sometimes it's good. Last series was good.
good.
Last series was good.
So we hope that this next one
There's a
will
lot to answer for, not answer for,
Live
live
up
up
to.
to. Yeah.
The subject line of this one is now what? Which is like,
Thanks, Ricky, by the way.
that reminds me of, do you know, it's this like classic thing, and I saw Reese Witherspoon speak up against it. The women in movies will always turn to a man at the end and go, what do we do now? And she was like, we need to stop this. But anyway, what do we do now? Now what? This is Gary. Hey, you two. This is the evil entity known as Gary speaking through Gaz once again. What if I gave this phone to Lindsay now?
Yeah, do it.
It's scary in here. Well, that's it for another series. 19 days is nothing though, is it?
No.
Feels like it only just started. I was voting for Danny, but also glad Jack won, as they were my final two all along.
Yeah, same.
So I'm happy.
Well, no, hold on. I was waiting for Jojo.
X is melting down though, bless them. Anyways, wanted to say a special thank you to to you both for another wonderful series of pods.
Oh.
You both make me laugh when I need it, and you are always there, not only on the pod but in real life. I love you both so much. Thank you again, and have a drink for me. Love you, Gary. Kiss, kiss. I thought it was going to have a drink on me as a donation in your PayPal, but never mind. Thanks, Gary. Love you too.
Oh no, I coughed. Sorry, listeners.
Right
Apparently
into
my
that mic.
coughing is very loud. Look,
Might
it's
be loud,
Gary's
isn't it?
fault. Also, that's very nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very
Had
nice.
a lot of nice
Gary always
compliments
gets mushy at
tonight.
the end of the series, you know
Oh, bless him. Yeah,
You know.
like when we're at the actual house.
What's it called?
Everyone was crying.
that. Rick who?
What?
Radical Rick. Who's it?
Radical Rick.
Yeah, Radical Rick comes out and he gets all
Hey, I'm
smoochy.
Radical Rick. We have had a drink. And
We've had two bottles of wine, but we're very together.
Because we've drank it over such a long period of time that I don't think it even counts.
I'm sorry, you don't get those messy pods like back in the day. We've matured.
Oh, well, you have. I'd be messy if I could.
The next email is from Connor, and there's still a few more to go, so
Oh my God.
buckle in, listeners.
Well, I was enjoying them at first, but we're getting tired. Hi, Connor. And give us more compliments. Come on.
There's three
Is
more
this
after
Connor
this.
R?
No, Connor W.
Connor W. Come on, Connor W.
The idiot general public strikes again. Yeah, and Lindsay's one of them. Hey, Gaz and Lindsay. Just a quick note to say I'm annoyed about tonight's result.
Wow.
It seems all you have to do to win Celebrity Big Brother now is drink 1 million cups of tea. Yeah, but if you count how many tea bags he's used, it's a couple of million. Make a few sake diagrams, and you'll have the Facebook mums on side.
This Facebook mum thing, I think, is getting out of hand.
Unwarranted and unfair, and
Yeah.
Lindsay feels personally attacked.
Yeah, I'm not. No, even though I had that argument on Facebook earlier this week. No, it wasn't an argument. It was just someone being creepy towards me. Anyway.
I went and had a look on the BB Facebook groups. I've not looked at them, and it's been
No, we
a
don't.
delight.
We don't fuck with those Facebook
Do you know
groups
what?
anymore.
And I'm sorry, I'm going to segue out of this for a minute because you've reminded me, Connor, but I've really enjoyed this series on Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter's been really nice.
Because I was off Twitter. I've been back. I'll be off again now. But yeah, it's been fun chatting about it on Twitter.
There was something about the last series that made it really tribal and quite toxic on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I think it was just the fandoms that developed. And I
Yeah.
think because of maybe the demographic of the house in this series, but generally older,
Yeah.
it didn't have that sort of tribal nature behind it. And it just felt like the old days of Big Brother.
Yeah.
And it was all those old people that you used to know back in the day tweeting about it. And
Yeah.
there's some new people as well.
Yeah. No, I've enjoyed being
I had
on
a good
Twitter.
time.
But that won't last.
But I've not looked at that Facebook group as toxic.
No.
Anyway, Connor has looked at them and saw a few posts talking about how the last 4 winners have been LGBT plus and implied that had to change.
Oh shit!
Lindsay made a flippant joke earlier saying it's about time he had a straight winner.
Now I do feel bad because that's just pathetic.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
That's just dumb.
Jack seems a nice guy, but he wasn't my winner by a long shot. Danny was robbed. I hope him and Donna get more work off the back of this. They're both great entertainers. Also, great to see Danny talking about trans rights in his interview.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was very timely.
Important to see this after the Supreme Court fuckery. The fact the Supreme Court is a thing here is so confusing.
I agree. Like, what the fuck?
I thought we had like a High Court, not Supreme.
Yeah.
Thanks for another great series of podcasting.
Thanks.
The praying emoji.
Come on.
Connor. You're welcome, Connor. Thanks for listening.
Everyone's being very nice.
Yeah.
You get a big head.
Yeah. It's nice when people... It's nice to be nice.
Be kind. Hashtag be kind.
Now it's Liam.
Hi, Liam. I like Liam.
Sorry, I need a drink of my juicy water.
Your hot, juicy tea.
Hi, Gaz and Liz. What a series this has been. I've loved this series. Such an improvement, as I know most people have said. The format and production is much closer to what we all love from back in good old days. Laughing emoji. I haven't seen the final yet, but I know you'll be recording, so just wanted to get an email in before you finish for the series. Thank you. It's been good to have you both back again, and I'm looking forward to Civvy series in a few months. I'm rooting for Danny or Jojo to win. I think she might just beat him to the finish, but I'll be happy if either win. Watch me be miles away from reality.
Well,
not that far. See you both again soon for the next one. P.S. Do we know if BBAU is back this year after the teaser we got last year about the channel move? Hoping it's back too. Bye for now, Liam. I think it's meant to be back this year.
It's back with live feed as well and not pre-recorded.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're going to have to keep on top of that one
Oh,
too.
fuck.
Watch that come out exactly at the same time as BBUS.
Oh, no, I forgot about that.
I tell you, we're not the people to ask about BB Australia. That's
Ask
Alfie. But
Alfie on Twitter.
We don't know now, but we'll ask.
Alfie, what's the Alfie S12 or something?
Yeah.
Ask him.
that's the one.
He's the BBAU super god.
Abby. Has Abby emailed us before? Sorry if you have.
Of course she
You know
has.
I get forgetful. BB final surprise winner is the subject line. Hi Lindsay and Gaz. What a surprise win.
Thank you for saying Lindsay and Gaz instead of Gaz and Lindsay.
It is Gaz and Lindsay, but
I appreciate
that's okay.
that. I'm that's been noted by me.
Right. I do think Gaz and Lindsay flows better than Lindsay and Gaz.
But it's nice to hear a Lindsay and Gaz sometimes.
Yeah. Because
Because what?
Because it's your podcast.
No, it's not my podcast.
I like to say it's my podcast.
It was once upon a time.
No,
I don't think it is anymore.
What a surprise win for CBB. I placed a £5 bet on Jojo with a £45 return, so I'm gutted.
Eesh.
She was my winner for sure. I do believe... You didn't put the bet on.
I didn't. I was unsure because there was a lot of contenders.
Who had a bet and they won? Dean Barney.
Dean Barney, yeah. He had a bet on
Dean.
Jack. Nicely done.
I do believe now that although the narrative by BB presented made it look like they were pushing boundaries together, that Chris and Jojo were just two people who found what they needed in each other during that time in their lives. Well, I feel like I need the emotional music in the background. You hear about females having male gay best friends. What about a male having a female gay best friend?
That's true, yeah.
I like this
The
idea.
male fag hag.
Yeah.
Well, that is what
Yeah.
it's called, isn't it? That's not an offensive term over here.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
After having said we never use the term fag,
Yeah,
that's the
we
one
do,
time we
fag
use
hag.
it.
But
and
it's
it's
just
positive.
it's like female best. It's like I'm Gaz's fag hag, basically.
Well, if you're a fag hag, you sort of gravitate towards the gay men, don't
Yeah.
you?
Well, I have a lot of gay male friends,
You
don't
do.
I?
You
I'm a
do.
fag hag to all kinds of different gay people.
I'm the best one, though.
Well, you're my closest gay male friend. Well,
See,
you're my closest male friend,
I'm
full stop.
one of Lindsay's best friends.
You're my second best friend.
I'm going to spend more time with you than any of my other friends.
Yeah, I spend more time with you than my best friend because she lives in Leeds.
Yeah.
But I've just known her longer than you, so you know.
Yeah, so I'll never be able to be best until
Well, unless
she dies.
She's older, so she might.
Sorry, I really like this idea of the male gay best friend.
What could we call the male fag hag?
Well,
Oh.
no, it's going to be
Something sprung to mind, but I'm not
something
saying.
beginning with D.
Yeah.
A D word. A D word. I don't know why Mike comes to mind. It comes to mind.
Mike Dyke.
No. A dyke Mike.
Oh God. Okay, there you go.
Do you know what? Lesbians have like retaken ownership of the word dyke,
Of course I have.
and rightly so. But
Yeah.
I don't know if it's not okay for us to say it or need to say
Probably
it.
not. Well,
But
we're not saying it with malice.
At Mighty Hoopla, they have a dyke bar.
Yeah.
So, and like, there's a there's a drag queen that was on Drag Race who's a cisgendered woman, female, but is still a drag queen and is a lesbian. They're actually non-binary.
God.
They were
Hold on, I need to get the red string out.
I know. They were at the Dyke Bar
Yeah.
with the cast of I Kissed a Girl, like wrestling people, doing arm wrestles, and
Okay.
it looked like such a good time. But unfortunately, it was like hidden around a corner, so I never found it. But it looked like an absolute hoot, just like Radical Rick. So I'm hoping to find the Dyke Bar at next Mighty Hoopla. I digress. Male guest friend, or obviously, blah, blah, blah. Male gay best friends. What about male having a female gay best friend? Or obviously, however, Jojo will choose to identify in the future.
What?
Let me start from the start
again,
of the
'cause,
paragraph. You hear about females having male gay best friends. What about a male having a female gay best friend?
Yeah.
Or obviously, however, Jojo will choose to identify in the
Okay, yeah,
future.
because she might be non-binary.
Yeah. I have massive respect for her having those explorative discussions on the show. This is it. If you can't win Big Brother with a journey like that, you're fucked. It's the pull of the Corrie crowd.
I think Jojo was always at a disadvantage being American. Has an
Even
American...
I was saying it's a problem.
Gary Busey's the only American who's ever won, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. He had not so much of a journey as a car crash.
She was the one with the biggest journey in my eyes, and not Danny, who I think may have planned to show his journey in as a way to win.
His was more of an engineered journey.
Still found him funny though.
Yeah.
Now Jack being the winner, what an underdog. Maybe just the Facebook mums being massive Corrie fans for life, voting for him. Either way, he was himself in there. So hey, why not have him as the winner? I've loved Celebrity Big Brother this year, and I'm sad it's over, as I have so much content to keep me busy when it's on. What, like our content and their content?
Yeah. All the podcasts, all the shows,
Well, yeah.
the live feeds.
It's
Late
true.
Live.
It's like you
true.
pull the plug and then there's nothing.
Yeah, it's like from 9 p.m. onwards. It's like till 2 a.m.
Hours,
Yeah.
Thanks, you two. Loads of love, Abby.
Oh, thanks, Abby. That was lovely.
Thanks, Abby. That was really nice.
God, these emails are great.
What are you going to be watching now Big Brother's done? You've got some stuff lined up that has been like on the back burner?
Probably, but I don't know. I actually like having a little break when Big Brother's done, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I look forward to it coming back as well. I think just doing
It will be back before we know it.
Exactly, just doing the podcast as well, it's a commitment. But then,
God, yeah.
God, when Big Brother US is on, we're fucked for like 3 months.
To be honest, like even me, like because I stayed up to watch the final live feed in its entirety last night.
Yeah.
This morning I was so tired, and I was like,
God,
God, 3 weeks does take a toll.
You must be tired now then.
Don't know how I'm still going.
Yeah, well done.
Right, we're closing up the series with this email, unless one comes in. In the meantime,
I doubt it.
From-
At fucking 1:45 in the morning.
Joseph.
Hi,
Hey, Gaz and Lindsay.
Joseph. If you mentioned Big Brother fucking Philippines, I'm coming for you.
I'm scanning, and he's restrained himself and managed not to. First and foremost, a 19-day Celebrity Edition series is horrendous in capital letters. Needs to be at least 1 month.
Yeah.
Overall, glad that Jack P. Shepherd won. Thanks for using Jack's full name.
Because he likes Corey.
Of course he does.
He's a Facebook mum.
Even though he did fuck all, but he has some great gifable moments.
That's true. He does.
Yeah, that one time he flipped his sunglasses down.
Yeah. He has some other ones too.
I wonder if it's his schlong from the live feed that helped him win the show. Oh, schlong.
It's such a funny word.
I really hope somehow for the next upcoming civilian series that they do a Saturday highlights episode. They won't.
No.
Let it be uploaded on ITVX or YouTube.
No.
It will get views no matter what. I mean, it will.
It would, but they
won't.
can't be bothered.
No. Can't wait for the podcast. See you guys in the next series. Joseph from Las Vegas.
Oh, thanks, Joseph. That was short and sweet.
Yeah.
Just what we needed at this time, actually.
Brings a bit of glamour to the proceedings ending with an email from Las Vegas, doesn't it?
Oh, the fabulous
Viva
Las Vegas.
Well, there we go.
Fuck.
We're done. Another
We've done
series
it.
under the belt.
Let us know what you thought of the new mics. Did we sound better?
Hopefully.
God, imagine if it's all just not working.
I can see that it's working
That's the
there.
spirit. Oh, God.
Thank you to everyone for listening throughout this series. And like Lindsay said, we will be back for US Big Brother if you're into
Yeah,
that.
that'll be coming quite soon. Well, that'll be coming probably in June, I think. And then when does UK come back? Not till September. God, Big Brother will take us up June, July, August. Yeah, and then whenever Australia is.
We are screwed.
Fuck.
We are possibly going to be looking at doing 3 series at the same time if we're unlucky.
No.
We've been there before, haven't we?
Yeah, we've done it before, but we were frazzled. We weren't happy.
Well, you know, I'm sad that we didn't get a Danny win, but
Overall, it's been a good
terrible,
series.
was it? Because there was no one really bad.
There was no one awful. I think the cast. I feel like the cast promised a bit more than what they delivered.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but overall, I agree. The production is going
Much better.
The production's going in the right direction, and that's half the battle. The casting's good. The production's good. You know, they can't control how the cast are going to interact. We don't know that until they get in there and that alchemy happens.
They delivered, though. I think
They delivered. I wish there'd been a few more, you know, arguments
Rows.
and people getting pissed and shit like that. But there probably was. They probably cut it out because someone's family member told them to. Shit like that. Let's hope not, though.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening. If you like this podcast, why don't you retweet it or something?
Or give us a donation to PayPal, maybe. We use the combination of donations and ad revenue to buy new mics, so hopefully it's paid off.
And if you can't afford to do that in this current climate, why don't
What?
you just leave us a 5-star review?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Or what else?
Subscribe to our YouTube because we want to monetize it, and then we're hoping that we'll be able to go back in the Big Brother house and have a look around next
Yeah,
series.
that'd
but
be lovely.
we'll see. We'll do our best.
Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl. It's only about £6, so you can afford that at least.
Yeah.
Follow us
How do I
on...
benefit from that?
You've not written a book, so you can pipe down.
Okay. Sorry.
Follow us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok. We just did that TikTok. What
Twitter
else?
at BB on Blast.
Yeah.
Follow you.
Blue Sky, we're not really bothering with.
We've got it, but
Light
we're
at
not really
VM.
doing it.
Follow me on Instagram, Light at VM. That's the main place that I'll be posting because I'm not going to be on Twitter that much.
Follow me on Twitter at BB_superfan. Thank you for listening, and thank you to everyone that emailed. That was a really nice inbox.
Yeah, those were lovely emails. Thank you. We do feel appreciated, and we appreciate you too.
Well done, Jack. Put the kettle on and make yourself
Yeah,
a lovely
go on,
cup
Jack.
of tea.
And I'm going to listen to, and you should too, people, listen to Danny Beard's podcast because I want to hear if he gives any inside information about
Yeah, definitely.
Mickey.
Definitely.
I don't know if Jack P. Shepherd will on his podcast. I feel like he's going to toe the line a bit more.
Well, let's listen to them, and if
Yeah.
it warrants like a little
Yeah.
bonus episode to unpack,
Mini-sode.
we could do that. So yeah, keep your eyes on the feed.
We can't make no promises.
We don't make promises, no,
No.
but we could. We'll see.
We'll see.
Keep on your toes. You never know.
It's now nearly 2 a.m. and we're signing off. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.